pushing back, see laughing always. And hate to say hello, cause I know that it means goodbye. Hate to ask, but what's it like to leave me behind? I won't be, no, I won't be like you. If I be when I hear up, just like you do. They look at me like I look at you. I won't be, no, I won't be like you. Fighting back, I'm fighting back the truth. Eyes like yours can look away, but you can't stop DNA. No, you can't stop DNA.
Oof. Phew. What's up, Bassett? 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 Let me see if I can even hear myself. Okay, this is okay, I think. Blah 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 blah. Sort of. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think this is okay. I literally fixed my headphones because all the other ones died. In a blaze of glory. What's up, Briz? I had to go and do it literally like on the spot. And if I move, move abruptly, I'll probably fucking fuck them up again. So no sudden movement, no jump scares, no shit like that, please. One, two, three. Thank you, best. Again, no notifications. I hate this. Okay, give me a second. Window capture. Okay, let me see what's happening with Tidy. Maybe I can change it somewhat. Okay, this is it. Okay, let me just. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Give me just a second to see what's happening. Let me turn on the restream chat. Sign in with D live. You can't see shit, but like I'm doing something. Okay. Alert box. Alert box. Okay, alerts widget. Okay, alert box. How do I get the? Okay. Copy URL. Okay, let's get the. Let's get the chat. Wait, is it chat? I think it's even chat. Donation, text to speech. Okay. Copy URL. Okay, let's get the chat. Right click. Narrow path. Hi, narrow path. Give me a second. Okay. Right click properties. Refresh cache. But that's kind of working. Alerts. Okay, give me the alerts now. Alerts, 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 alerts. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the new one with the interactive shit. So probably it doesn't work if I don't do shit. Okay, hit me with a lemon or something. Hit me with a lemon so I can see if it's working. Were you playing your guitar? When? You mean right now? No, I just started. Was it on the screen? Thank you, Bassett. It's not. So, am I fucking something up? Okay, give me a second. Alerts. There's only one fucking alert. Nope. Okay. Thank you very much, Bassett. No alert. Ah, okay. Now there is. So there was a space. There was a space, apparently. There was a space between that shit. Okay, always on top. Give me, how do I do this? Settings, appearance. I just need to put the restream chat a little message opacity so I can see everything you're saying. $65 is enough. My bank let me make DLive transaction after 3 months of refusing with multiple calls. I think they're getting ready for BTT. Bassett. Thank you very much, Narpath. Dude, I know your name for like 7 billion fucking years. But yeah. You didn't know I played guitar? I think I played guitar when you were there like 10 months ago. Pretty sure. Okay. Saturday when we did the marathon for Boyer Jack. Yeah. I think they're fixing it. I need to be quieter. But yeah. Let me just put your pictures on. Come back now, show avatars. Perfect. Perfect. I can see who's talking to me. Yeah, finally. I've always missed your guitar shows. I usually do, like, I don't know how common, but I do it from time to time. Okay. Let me just get this. So what am I missing? Song requests, interactive. What the fuck is interactive? New brand of title apps available. What is interactive? Will make stream more fun, encouraging chatting. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, imagine animated GIFs. Sound alerts only. YouTube videos. Okay. Cool, they already... Okay. I don't want to clog my screen too much. I just want to leave it like this. Like, the alerts... Okay, like the alerts, okay, but like putting 50 billion things, I don't want to do that. I did that and then didn't like it. Interactive is where you dance. I'm not gonna dance, sorry. I'm not gonna dance. Okay. Tidy Labs. Restream. Okay. Clean is better for sure. Yeah, because like this is the smallest. So I had this one and I changed it a little bit. It didn't look like this because people keep saying like big cam, and I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. But yeah. 170. Yeah. Dude, these earphones sound fucking good. I finally fixed them. I had to solder. Do you know what soldering is? It's very different in my language, like soldering, but yeah. I literally had to. I bought a soldering whatever the fuck it's called, and I usually do all my tech stuff like by myself. When I say usually, I mean always, because I either know how to do it or don't do it at all. Hi, women. So yeah. Wait. Thank you very much, Narabeth. Appreciate the support, man. Bassett, thank you also. Did you use silver solder? Of course. Of course, dude. And I used the most quality one. Give me a second. Like it's super fucking small. It's for music. Like it's like this, and it's like costs a lot in Serbia at least. Like this, and I just like it's for contacts and shit. So yeah, and I got these pins for like because I usually do all my like shit. See this? So yeah. See? Right. I'm gonna do this with a zoom. I left my soldering whatever the fuck it's called downstairs to cold. Soldering gun. Soldering, yeah, exactly. I bought an expensive one because I don't like buying things 50 fucking times. I usually just fucking, you know. Okay, I'm gonna do autofocus. No, I'm not gonna do autofocus. Okay, look at this. See? It doesn't need to be that. See? Perfect. See? This one. This one. This one. This. And this. And the one that's downstairs. Let me just put this in a box. So yeah, I wanted to do it on stream, but I kind of did it too fast. Like I wanted to do it on stream and like, you know, but I usually do these things like in 10 minutes, so there's no point in making all the preparations just for, you know, like making all the preparations for doing it like in 2 seconds. I don't like. So yeah. I even got unbanned from PayPal. Dude, how do you guys... Quality versus quantity is always the best way to go. So look at this. Nice tips. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. See? This is fucking quantity over fucking quality. Like, I should not fuck with this paper. Put China out of business. Fuck China. Only buy from your people. I bought it from my, like, it's Polish. It's Polish. Like the whole packet is Polish. Yep, my guitars are built in my state, and my new one is coming from the state below me. Dude, there's a Discord for public art and for shit like that. Send the guitar there. It's still good because it helps others learn. How do you get banned from PayPal? Been banned from PayPal since 2002, 2003. Damn, what did you do? First time was they nearly caught me committing fraud, but they couldn't prove it, so they suspended me for 6 months. I have no opinion about committing fraud against PayPal, honestly. They're too big for me to care. Give me a second. Dude, I wish to do this, honestly.
Going to try to make it as quick and fact-filled as possible. Here's my first soldering iron I ever owned. This is like a Radio Shack. Has a 15 or 30 watt switch. This is a butane soldering iron. These are very handy if you have to work on stuff away from electricity. This is my soldering station I finally bought. It's probably 100 watt. People usually stay between about 315 and 370 C.
Then they gave me a lifetime ban for my sending money to people that they don't like. I don't really use PayPal. I've been told by people that I should use Cash App or Venmo. Use PayPal. I've been told by people. Can I ask who sent them the money that they didn't like? Do they really search for that shit? That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Get things wet. You need to keep your tip clean, so before you start soldering you need to put some fresh solder on and go ahead.
Do you remember the guy that hacked AT&T and Apple in 2010?
Khalil Shreta is a 30-year-old information technology specialist who fairly rocked Facebook's world last week with a single post. You see,
I was friends with Weave since 97. Wait, what's his name?
You are one of our Crunchies winners for public service. And you were sitting around here. We wanted to get you on screen because essentially something really, really crazy is about to happen to you. Is that correct?
Yep, I'm going to prison.
All right.
Yeah, it's quite a shame.
So you essentially
Hi, Skinny.
ran a iteration of a website on AT&T's web address on AT&T's servers that basically just gave you
He's
phone
a Jew.
numbers
But
and
is he a noble Jew? Edeljuden? Is he an Edeljuden?
UUIDs or whatever for each of these
Yes, there was,
iPad 3Gs.
there was a public API on an AT&T web server, and on a URL, there was a number at the end, and if you would increment
Do you guys want this full screen or do you want it like normal? He's a white supremacist Jew. Oh, ho, 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 my God. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
that number by 1, you would see the next iPad 3G user's email address.
Yeah, how are you, women?
Say, hey, it's bad for
By the way-
AT&T to publish a target list of iPad 3G users. I mean,
I kind of like my voice is not that loud for me, but I think it's okay.
Data and give it to a
I think it's okay for
It kinda
everyone
puts you
else
at risk.
because
you deserve to know it. And
so when I did the soldering on the cable, I kind of made it mono, so both of my headphones are mono left, mono right, like it's on stereo. It's like I think it's left. I think if there's any video with only levels good, dude. Okay, Nara. If there's like a right side, I can't hear it, but usually everything on YouTube is like stereo mono. If you get what I mean, like two monos, like not stereo with a left and right, but like two monos. So I can basically hear almost everything. But yeah. Let me just fix the colors. Should I move it? No. Ooh. No, this is too much on the... Okay, 1 is good. Dude, I'm such a fucking perfectionist. I'm alright. Feeling slightly better. Have more of an appetite to date. That's the beginning. That's the beginning of it getting better.
they deserve to be embarrassed.
Mhm.
Federal prosecutors disagree.
Okay. So, I mean, the obvious, as a security researchers, these guys basically try to contact companies as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I am in no way defending what's about to happen to you. It's ridiculous. But what happened between that moment when you started that iteration and decided to go to, I guess it was Gawker or whoever?
First I waited for AT&T to patch
Okay,
the
I switched it to
vulnerability.
mono for you guys.
The timeline was after they
Like,
patched it, I went
mono
to
left,
Gawker
mono right, so we can hear the
because,
same
yes,
thing.
They patched it, and it was closed,
I hope
but it
I
doesn't mean
sound-
somebody didn't scrape the data beforehand. And you, as a consumer, have the right to be informed so that you can make an
Okay,
informed
I think
decision on your
yeah.
purchasing, or you've already bought a device and you might want to consider changing your email address,
Bye-bye,
or
Nero.
getting a new SIM card from your provider. And
Okay, listen,
and
broadcast
really,
I'm also not sure
companies
why
have
anyone got
no
a-
incentive
Yeah, it's
to tell you there's a problem.
Just
They
there can
only
be
do
like
it
a
when
balance.
the law explicitly defines. Like the law says in a couple states at least, if they leak your social security number, then they have to tell you. But that's not a universal. And AT&T has every incentive to not inform you as a consumer, and to have me thrown in prison for doing so.
wow.
So you pled not guilty.
I went to trial, and I was found guilty on 2 consecutive 5-year felonies.
Okay. So what do you think is next?
I imagine I'm probably going to prison. You know,
Okay.
it's a shame, but I'm in a
I
war.
like how he's
you know,
chill
this is-
about it,
This
super
is a battle
chill
for our
about it. I
culture.
respect
and
this.
It's a battle
People
for
who
our
don't-
liberty, and you don't enter into a war.
I'm going
and,
to prison.
you know, never
Chill.
expect to be a casualty. This is about freedom. It's about the spirit of freedom that pervades Silicon Valley communities. It must be fought for. Like my life is insignificant compared to the Constitution.
Exactly.
I think the irony is that we're at a stage in, especially in
did?
Silicon Valley, and the
Thank
growth
God.
of these startups, where a lot of these guys kind of thumb their noses at a lot of laws. And
Yeah, I think
Airbnb, Uber, say what you want about what they're doing. They're essentially saying, "Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to disrupt this thing." And a lot of ink has been spilled on either side of that. I'm personally more supportive of them doing exactly what you said. This is a war. We're trying to
I heard
work
a,
through our
a
freedoms.
pin, but
Yeah.
not maintain.
After
I'll say
11
we'll
or
work
14
through it,
months.
figure out where
But
we stand.
it's not showing up on.
When you get out, what's next?
It's not showing up on
there's a
Restream
couple
chat.
things that I'd like
Why?
to do. There's two vehicles by which I could defend effectively civil liberties in America. The first is Congress. There's congressional immunity for anything that you enter onto the Federal Register. So in the future, I would hopefully be able to inform consumers on the Federal Register, and they can't hold a grand jury, they can't indict me. Whatever you say on the floor of Congress is entirely
Okay.
protected.
So 11 or 14
other
months.
interesting
But he's super
proposition
chill.
is
He
the
knew what
county
he did.
sheriff
Like, he did it for a reason.
has a unique
Hope you guys are not
ability as a
annoyed with
superpower. He
my
can form a posse.
with
So
my
if
background
the
noise.
feds come into town
It's my
to
CPU
limit the
and
rights
GPU
of
doing
law-abiding
100%.
citizens, say
pretty-
marijuana growers in California. Then,
What does he
then
do
the
now?
sheriff
Probably
can
work for
give
the
all of the
CIA or
marijuana
something because
growers
he's
a
super
shotgun
talented.
And say, let's have a standoff. I think that there's a lot of possibility in the future for states to enforce their
Dude,
rights.
look, my bangs are
individuals
super
to-
fucking long.
to
I look like an
continue
anime
working
character.
to free information, and I
He's rich
definitely,
now, thank
have
fucking
some
God.
ideas on how to pursue that.
All right, it'll be very, very interesting. I appreciate you coming on. We really appreciate your work. I personally find it's important what's going on, and I wish you the best of luck.
Bitcoin would have
Hopefully,
jumped.
hopefully when you come back, and it'll
cool,
be fairly
dude,
soon.
cool.
We can have another chat, and we'll figure
Cool.
Absolutely.
what comes next.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks a lot, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks.
He went from being semi-homeless to being a millionaire. Dude, good
Amazon
investments.
Wynn Resorts is turning to an infamous computer hacker known by his alias Wee.
Sangu,
Is a
how are you
free
doing?
man
Me?
after more than a year behind
Oh,
bars.
is that
Wee
the
was accused back
anime
in
guy with the
2010
hair?
of hacking
Dude,
into
Zara, I just
AT&T's
said, like, look at how
website
long
and
my
looking
bangs
over
are. They're, like,
100,000
way
email
past my fucking
addresses
eyes.
and posting
Look.
them onto the website Gawker. We've served 13 months of a 41-month sentence, and an appeals court has
Kinda
now
like this here.
overturned
Always
his
had this here.
conviction, which is why he's sitting right next to me. He now is setting
I
his
needed
sights
to
on Wall
shave.
Street with a new hedge fund that shorts equities of companies that he believes are vulnerable to security breaches. We've welcomed. Nice to have you here on Power Lunch.
Great to be here, Sue.
So tell me how this works. You're going to set up basically a hedge fund that is going to be aggressively short some of these companies, correct?
That's correct. Our primary strategy
think we
is
needed
short
a lot
equities.
more
It's a multi-strategy
these.
hedge fund, and the underlying theme is generating financial
Part of a
intelligence
2003
from the computer
emo band.
underground and internet communities. And there's a number of strategies here, but short is definitely the most dramatic.
Watch this. This is funny. Send it. I actually cut my bang. When I was bored. Now I became Sengutu. Oh my God, Zara.
And our primary strategy is to identify a company that has liabilities that no one knows about yet. And
You mean
so far as
here,
information
Bassett,
security
or
and
something
taking
you're
a
gonna send?
leverage position and put options on their stock, and then releasing
But he looks like a
information
Jew.
on those outstanding liabilities to the public.
You
I think the
evil
point of
Jude.
controversy will be your methodology or your method of finding those vulnerabilities. As I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, you don't hack into those companies, but you find out where their security vulnerabilities are. How do you do that, or how will you do
In this
that?
video, okay.
We probe the public surface of a company, and second, we take a look and we actually watch hackers, foreign hackers like the Russian Business Network, and we find out what they're doing. There's another company in New York. It's called Consumer Belt. It's run by Ellie
It's so
Pichette,
nice
who's
having
brilliant,
headphones on for a change.
and,
They won't
do
fall,
what we do, but for really
like,
old,
off my
boring
ears.
products like finding food that has mold in it that makes children sick. And when a car company has a car that hurts people, the stock value drops. And when a software company or a cloud company has a similar problem, their stock is going to drop too.
We reached out to noted M&A attorney Frank Aquila at Sullivan & Cromwell, and he gave us this statement in response to your being on our air. He says essentially all short sellers attempt to identify financial or other weaknesses in companies that once apparent to the market will lead to the conclusion that the shares are overvalued. Different short sellers obviously use different methods.
He's
and
a Jew and
metrics,
he leads
what
the
Weave
site
appears
designer
to
and
be
security
doing.
administrator for
While
Daily
we might
Stormer.
consider
Haha,
his
that's why he
approach
got
and
fucked.
tactics to be somewhat
Companies should
slimy,
pay him to
if
find
he
the
does
weak
it in a
spots in their
manner that is
websites. No,
otherwise
Wham, he
legal,
should
then
work
he
for the
will
people.
probably be okay. I would have hoped that he would have taken his obvious skills at detecting security weaknesses for better purposes, but obviously he is not that kind of person. That's a pretty strong statement. Would you consider
He's not that kind
what
of
you're doing
person
slimy?
that works for the New World Order.
No, and in fact, the things that people usually define as better purposes for software exploit developers are either selling their software to questionable organizations or selling to the government that uses it to illegally spy on people. I am founding this fund because I believe that the public has a right, and I have a moral obligation to inform the public.
Exactly.
And I think doing the right thing, in the end of the day, actually is more profitable. There's better money in it. And I feel slimy when I sell an exploit to somebody that I know is going to use it to spy on people illegally.
Who,
I'd
he
much rather
or-
bring it to the public's attention so consumers can make informed decisions.
Fair enough. Let's bring in Jacob Frankel.
He wants to
former
watch the
SEC
world
enforcement
burn. Is
attorney,
that a
now
good
with
thing
the
or a
firm
bad thing?
Of Shulman Rogers.
Like this world,
Welcome, Mr.
probably.
Frankel. What do you think?
Well, the concept is legal, but I do have a question for Andrew, which is the following. You were convicted. The appellate court threw out the case, not on the underlying merits, which I understand you had hoped would be challenged, but because it was brought in the wrong jurisdiction. So from the government's perspective, in terms of
He's a
criminal
vile
enforcement,
liar.
it
Why? I
believes
thought
that
you said you gave money to him.
theory is still
I do not have
valid.
enough
So my
information to
question
comment
for
on this
you
so far.
is, why would people want to give you money at risk of being considered co-conspirators if this legal theory has not yet been tested? Because in essence, they would be potentially inducing you to commit the same type of violations that you were alleged to have committed once before.
The consensus of the legal community now is that
I did. He was a
public
friend.
access to
Okay,
public
understood.
APIs is legal.
So another person
I've
who
had
fucked you
stellar
over.
counsel, I'm sure you're aware. And I think that the government knew at this point that they needed to throw it out on venue
just don't
because
trust
they
him.
didn't want
Understood.
to confront the CFAA issue, and they knew that was an obvious, just ridiculous argument by the U.S. attorney. So I think that what we do is legal and it's valid, and the consensus of the law community is now with us. And I plan on continuing to fight for liberty and freedom and the ability for people to tell the public,
He was a great
when
guy
they're
to
put at
talk
risk.
Very
to about
quickly,
things.
because we
He
have to
never
go,
screwed me
to
over.
his
Oh,
point,
okay.
though, of will people
Thank
give you
fucking
money?
God.
Your conviction was overturned, but have you raised money
I never
yet,
gave him
and
a chance.
have you opened
That's
the fund?
We
important
have interested
to do.
investors. Our first offering will be August, and I think that people want to support liberty and morality. I think that it's something that goes very well in this country, and that it will be profitable for the people involved.
Andrew, thank you for spending time with us. Jacob, thank you as well. Appreciate it very much. Ty, up to you.
All right, Sue, thank you. There's really no question about it. This man has changed Wall Street and the financial capital of the world forever. He transformed the way the people of New York City live and the way the financial industry works. You'll meet him when Power 25.
38.
Yeah, baby. Oh, that's very nice. How is that nerve?
Clip. This is a box of passports and the Bourne identity. This is not the reality. There is no box of passports. There are no huge bundles
I
of
think
money.
they make it personally.
No guns. This sort of denigrates the expertise required to do alternate identity documents. It's painstaking, it's meticulous.
Can you check another name for me?
We don't do them just in case.
John Michael Caine.
They're too precious.
Yeah.
You do them one by one as they're needed. They're not waiting for you around the world.
I don't know about that picture. I don't know who I am.
Dyeing hair, Homeland.
Traveling alone? It's Morrissey.
I'm sorry?
I asked if you're traveling alone.
Yes. Carrie's disguise, which basically consisted of dyeing her hair.
Just get it over with, okay?
I thought was absolutely ineffective. Still Carrie with dark hair.
Don't you think I know
Exactly.
She could have cut her hair and restyled it.
That's not necessary.
She could have changed her makeup.
I've had a long day.
She could have put on some glasses to hide that kind of crazy-eyed look that she
Exactly.
has.
Tell me.
jumps out at you when you see her character.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't think that was effective at all.
Why are you doing this to me?
In a similar scene in Alias, she dyes her hair in a bathroom before she goes through security.
Can I see your passport? You ever try this one? I think it's too light for me. What do you think?
What she did was
Yeah, complete personality
absolutely
change.
spot on.
Thank you.
And she didn't just dye her hair. She dyed it outrageously red and then adopted the whole thing that went with it, including chewing gum while she's walking through the airport. And then she has that back and forth with the airline agent. I thought that was a brilliant scene.
It's pretty on you. Thanks.
This is a great example of distracting someone.
What lipstick you use? I love it.
Sweet talking to them.
Love it. Totally pops.
Getting them engaged and getting them away from the things you don't want them looking at.
Window or aisle?
We could have used that as a training film.
I know.
Long-term alias, The Americans.
I think this is also amazing.
Have you been, Martha?
His disguises were convincing.
Tell me what you saw.
He was comfortable in them. His wigs were excellent.
Go on.
He was never trying to look good. He was trying to fit these characters that he had built.
Right.
He came really close to projecting the little gray man that we always would talk about at CIA. That was sometimes, often, that was the goal. You wanted to be forgettable.
We have to safeguard their security.
Officers getting into disguise is a lot like method acting. The look is part of it, but if you're going to wear it for more than a minute, you need to inhabit it.
Have you been, Martha?
That's what he does.
Big day at FBI counterintelligence.
He becomes the guy in the disguise, the bureaucrat, the nerd.
Did you get a look inside this time?
The actor in him combined with the disguise. I thought he was brilliant.
Thank you.
The next clip is Quick Change, Mission Impossible 3.
Mission Impossible has nothing to do with reality.
I've talked about Quick Change previously for Wired. Quick Change is the ability to clandestinely change your appearance. You have 37 seconds to come out with those changes. It was not unusual for us to layer disguises. So you'd have the true person, and then he would wear disguise number 1, and
It's
then
off
on
limits.
top of that would be
Clergy.
disguise number 2. We would never let that
Hi,
piece of a
Jacob.
disguise fly away. That's evidence.
I need you to trust me.
There are 3 covers that are basically off limits to CIA, and
Yeah.
that would be a religious figure, media figure, and Peace Corps. Not that we don't like the Peace Corps, we love the Peace Corps, but it has to stay kind of pure.
You gotta do what's right.
It cannot be suspected of harboring CIA officers. Can you imagine?
No.
Priests are so vulnerable. They're just out there. If they're accused of being a spy, they don't have any structure to protect them. They're too vulnerable.
God damn it.
We also don't use the media as a cover. Same
Don't
reason.
mind me.
It's good.
For another example of quick change, take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Armor, man. Yeah, no one fucking saw that.
I
yeah.
think the change into the schoolgirl outfit was actually very well done. Really? It demonstrates a great precept that we always operated under, and that is that basically the bigger the crowd, the more forgiving they are. If you want
J.K.
to change your
Rowling.
clothes in public,
Exactly.
you can do lots of things you would never dream of doing. No one pays any attention. That's the whole point. We use that a lot in our training exercises back here.
Great.
It was always a way to lose surveillance. You have surveillance, and you have to get away from them to do whatever you need to do.
Talk to you soon.
Surveillance isn't following her face. They never are. They're following her profile.
Complete, yeah.
Profile was a blonde wearing dark rimmed glasses and a pencil skirt, and she just removed all of those pieces. It was well done.
Thank you.
And so to look at another shopping quick change, let's look at Baby Driver.
Where's the sticker? Which one?
As you can see, this time the alarms go off. The intent was good, the execution was okay, but again, you have to ask yourself, would we really recommend that? Because the odds of him getting caught
Are they?
and arrested for shoplifting.
Maybe try
are just too great.
restarting the app.
If you have everything with you at the beginning and you start revealing it, and you start removing things, and you have a bag where you can store some things, and maybe even a bag to put that bag in, that works. But
Zara, what's the name? It's because you're gay and I offend you. Yeah, restarting it. Zara, what's the name of the anime that the character's from?
I didn't mean to shoot
You
him.
don't know the answer.
Objection, Your Honor.
Out of order.
Hi, my name is Lucy Lang.
Lucy Lang is a former prosecutor for the Manhattan DA's office and current executive director of the Institute for Innovation in Prosecution.
Today, I'll be breaking down clips from movies and film about the courtroom. Pleading the Fifth, The Good Wife. Roll clip.
Did you and Mr. Kimball travel to Washington,
That's a
D.C.?
psychological
I refuse
manual.
to answer on the grounds that
Just
it
send
may
me the name of
incriminate me.
the thing with the
The
same
Fifth
hair.
Amendment says that no one can be forced to say something against their own
Dude,
self-interest.
can the judge?
That's what you want to do?
Neither
Can the
lawyers
judge-
nor judges can compel people to violate that right.
Yes.
Miss,
I'm
I
from
want to
Sterling
make sure
content.
I understand what you're
Just
saying.
give me
The
the
judge
link.
is out of line and continuing to question this witness.
Your Honor, it is not your place to ask my witness.
After she invokes the Fifth, and the lawyer is right to oppose the judge.
You are piercing the Fifth Amendment right.
Shut
I
up.
don't know what I would do if a judge told me to shut up.
No, sir.
Especially when I was legally in the right.
Excuse me?
I will not shut up.
Objections. How to get away with murder.
Explain why your eviction suit against
So it's a comic.
That is to follow. Jing Sung-woo in the parking lot, revealing himself as a test of recklessness and hiding beneath the basement
Oh, dude, he even has the fucking depressing look.
stairs,
Zara, when are you gonna draw me?
revealing himself as a
I'm
cop.
the only one that doesn't have art out of the Trinity.
Sung-bae
And I want it done by you,
states that
not
he
by other fucking mongoloids.
may shoot at his discretion. Seeing no signs of the gun, Sung-woo calls Sung-bae's bluff and boasts that
Is
no
it
one would
black?
suspect.
Is it fucking black
Seeing
on the
no
side?
signs of the
Oh
gun,
my
Sung-woo
god.
calls Sung-bae's
It's actually fucking black on the side, exactly like mine.
bluff and boasts that no one would suspect him if he
I
were to
can't
kill
even.
him.
He has a chin like me.
Sung-woo calls Sung-bae's bluff and boasts that no one would suspect him if he were to kill
I think mine is a little different.
him. Without a
Dude,
gun,
he has the black on the
cop
side.
is
I
forced
can't
to
even.
make do with both his surroundings
Look
and
at
the
my,
taser.
look at
He
my
is, however,
fucking.
overpowered by
Look at that
Sung-woo.
shit.
Pinned to the floor
Look at
with the
that
knife
black
inches
fucking
from his
hair.
face, Sung-bae manages to retrieve the taser with his foot and use it just in the nick of time. Number 4.
Way more muscular than me, well. I can still punch harder than any fucking joint.
Brian, David, congratulations. You've made it to the final round of this competition. Now, we're sending you back to your home fortress where you will recreate an iconic weapon from history.
Let you know now
That
why I
weapon
was
is-
concerned when I realized he looks like you.
A Knights Templar Crusader
Do I look like
sword.
him or does he look like me?
Good luck,
Who should he be
Blade Smiths. We'll see you in 5
concerned
days.
concerned for?
What I am really stoked about in building the Knights Templar Crusader sword is the fact that it's a Knights Templar Crusader sword. It connects with Christianity and the religious upbringing that I had. It's really going to be rewarding on a lot of levels. This is the steel I'm going to use to make my sword. The dimensions that I'm shooting for are 36 inches in length and
Of course it's gay. Same fucking hair. But I can't keep this. I can't keep this. He also has glass as well. I can't keep this hair because it's not doable. I can't let it stay like this. I wish I could, but I can't. And it's a similar color, which is weird. To be honest, he's way more fucked up. Zara, you don't know what I do on Saturdays. Isn't my subscriber sound congratulations you get to fuck dead corpses on Tuesday? How much more fucked up do we actually need? Watch the Onion News. Yeah, it's me. Drawing of me. Read the manga. Dude, what if I'm a concentration camp officer, Zara? Is he still more fucked up? What if I eat little kids after 12 at midnight? Ooh, it's 4:20.
A tense standoff continues at a Walmart in Dearborn, Michigan, where a gunman has taken at least 20 people hostage. The police received this 911 call from inside the store 1 hour ago.
There's a man shooting at Walmart. I don't normally shop here or anything. I just ran in real quick to get a couple things.
We're joined now by Brian Scott, who's standing by outside the Walmart parking lot. Brian, what do we know about this situation?
We know the suspect is a white male in his 40s who drew a gun on security guards after being caught shoplifting a pair of pants.
Okay.
He's also refused to communicate with police other than to just hold up a sign stating that the pants were not Walmart brand.
Friends and family members of some of those trapped inside have begun gathering outside the store, Brian?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I talked to this woman just minutes ago.
My sister Ellen is in there. She's not shopping. She's shopping for a vacuum cleaner. I mean, where else are you supposed to get a vacuum cleaner?
Andrea, the gunman has reportedly corralled all the hostages into the back of the Walmart near the TVs, which they apparently sell there. I wouldn't know.
No, me either. But I understand that the police tried negotiating with the gunman to at least move the hostages to Crate and Barrel next door.
They had been. Ultimately, though, the Crate and Barrel saying they couldn't accommodate them. They said they just didn't think the Walmart shoppers would be comfortable in their store. But now police are working to get them into the Best Buy down the road.
Okay, I mean, that wouldn't be nice or anything, but at least it would be a step up.
Obviously, yeah. Police also working on another plan to get the gunman to release a couple of hostages in exchange for having the media refer to him as the department store shooter or men's section gunman instead of Walmart shooter.
Okay, Brian, now is anyone there right now?
Actually, Andrea, I'm going to cut you off right now. Apparently a single hostage has just been released.
No, I was just shopping over at the shoe store. I must have hurt myself getting shoes.
Okay, hopefully she's getting medical.
This is the Onion News Network, a 24-hour non-stop news assault.
And in Washington this afternoon, Congress attempted to pass a law but failed after neither the House nor the Senate could remember how to do it.
For more details, here's Onion News Network Washington correspondent Jane Carmichael.
Hi, Brooke. The bill in question is the Challenger Memorial Statue Act of 2011, which would allocate $50,000 to create a memorial to the Challenger astronauts at the Air and Space Museum. The bill has unanimous support from both Republicans and Democrats, but unfortunately it's been so long since they actually passed any legislation that not one person in Congress remembers the protocol for making a bill into a law.
Well, Jane, you'd think as lawmakers they'd be passing bills all the time.
Well, they introduce a lot of bills, but then usually they get held up in questioning the motives and patriotism of whoever proposed them.
But didn't they just pass 1 or 2 bills last year?
They did, but each time they had to go to former Senator Chris Dodd to help them through the process. He was apparently the go-to guy for that kind of thing, but now that he's retired...
Well, why can't they just call him?
Well, they did reportedly, but he told them, quote, "I don't work there anymore and I'm not about to do charity work." At that point, several senators tried to go online to find instructions on bill passing, but then quickly became distracted updating their Twitter feeds with this.
This is amazing.
Welcome to the Fact Zone. I'm Brooke Alvarez. Right now, we're continuing the Onion News Network's coverage of the death of the American dream. The end came at 12:14 p.m. this afternoon when the last person in the nation to believe that America is a land of boundless opportunity, that is Edward Tuffy, a bar owner in Pennington, Illinois, quietly let go of the dream while watching television and eating cereal on his couch. Onion News Network reporter Andrea Bennett joins us now live from Pennington, where she's standing by with Mr. Tuffy himself. Andrea.
Thanks, Brooke. Mr. Tuffy, can you briefly take us through what happened?
Well, I run this bar, Tuffy's Tavern. Been there 15 years. And I had this plan that I was going to start a couple of locations, like maybe a small chain, add a grill, some palm trees on the wall, make it like a real cuisine atmosphere.
So expand your business and build a better life for you and for your children.
Yeah, like that. So I woke up this morning and I decided I'd try to get myself together and drive over to Middlesbury and check out a couple other spots in case I ever got the money to open up another bar. and then I was flipping through the channels of the TV while I was eating my breakfast, and I started watching that movie Eraser.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, and I forgot how good it was, and I started watching that, and then I started watching this show with these doctors, and they were talking about these sex problems, and then I realized that it was noon, and I hadn't even put my pants on, and there was not a chance in hell that I was ever going to start a chain of bars.
So that's when the American dream died.
Yep. And then these reporters started calling me, and before I even got out of the shower, there was all these TV crews here.
So did you feel anything when the American dream died?
Nah, not really. Kind of hungry, I guess.
All right, Mr. Tuffy, what's next for you?
Well, I got to get back to the bar. Tommy doesn't know how to use the register.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Now, let's talk to a few other Pennington residents about their reaction to the American dream dying. Sir, what did you think when you heard the news?
Well, as long as we keep the bald eagle as our national symbol, I'll be happy. Bald eagle's pretty sweet.
Okay, thank you for that. And what about you, sir? What are your thoughts?
Well, you know what? As long as we can still drink without our shirts on, I didn't really care about Tuffy's American dream.
All right, and ma'am, what about you? Were you shocked to hear that the American dream had died? How did you feel about this?
Well, no, but truth is we're still really proud of Tuffy being a role model for all those lackluster Americans that have given up their dreams. You know, I was going to make him a plaque, but then I was like, why bother?
Since time immemorial,
it's like surreal.
Fire has lived side by side with man. We invite it into our homes.
I'm Juliana McCandis, filling in for Clifford Baines, who messed with the wrong people and got himself involved in some serious shit. With all economic factors indicating the U.S. is heading for a prolonged recession, some experts are suggesting that the government should stop dumping all of our money into an enormous hole. Is it time to close the national money hole?
That kind of talk is alarmist and irresponsible.
America needs the money hole.
Right. Driving truckloads of money out into the New Mexico desert and dumping it into a massive pit is one of America's greatest traditions.
It's a national
now,
treasure.
Look, no reasonable person is advocating that we are going to stop destroying money. But the American people earn that money. They have the right to decide how it should be destroyed.
Well, so you are in favor of personal money holes?
Yes, people should be able to dump money into a hole in their backyard or flush it down the toilet. Let the free market decide the most efficient way of destroying money.
My father worked 2 jobs so he'd have money to put in the money hole, and he never complained.
Now, you can't depend on private money holes to destroy that money.
Duncan's right. I mean, some of this money could blow away.
Yes.
Some of it may not be correctly buried. I mean, there's too many variables.
That's why the government pours gasoline into the money hole and lights it on fire to make sure all the money is destroyed.
I love the money fire.
It's just like they say, you have to throw money in a hole and set it on fire to make money.
Okay, but find the cheapest way to destroy that money, like shredding it up and feeding it to hogs.
Tell that to the digger who's worked the graveyard shift for 20 years. Digging the hole is all he knows.
The sheer number of shovelers that it takes to maintain that hole.
But if we're talking about closing holes, I mean, what about the soldier hole? How about the energy hole? I mean, I can't believe that closing the money hole is even on the table.
Why are you pushing this pro-hole agenda? Is the money hole lobby paying you?
I resent that accusation. I do not take money from special interests, and if I did, I would throw it right in the hole because I am a patriot.
If you love America, you throw money in its hole.
It's kind of like satirical, but it's true. It's frightening.
The world's economy grew by 6% last year. The African continent's economy shrank by 8%. Would it just be kinder not to tell Africa about the global economy?
I feel like we kind of have to act like everything's okay, Africa.
Make them feel good, keep them busy.
Right, we have to make them feel good because the whole country, the whole continent, it's like hospice.
To keep them in the dark. I mean, at some point, they're going to come asking questions about the global economy. They're going to ask, why is our economy different than the rest of the world's economy?
Once they learn that there is no famine in Kansas, no a civil war currently happening in New Mexico,
but
they'll be so disappointed and probably a little angry.
They feel like we can do business ventures with other continents. They don't realize nobody's going to trade oil for sticks.
You know what? The stick market over there is a complete free fall. You know? How many sticks does one person really need?
That's the debate that's going on there right now.
But the thing is, not telling Africa about the global economy will mean leaving the continent in charge of their own mining and drilling operations.
You can't do it. You can't
Are
do
they
it.
going to hurt themselves with all that equipment?
But
Say what you want about America, land of the free, home of the brave. We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers. You know? Yeah. Now, obviously, that doesn't include this audience. I understand that. You seem intelligent and perceptive, but the rest of them, holy jumping fucking shitballs. Dumber than a second coat of paint. And this ain't just ranting and raving. This ain't just blowing off steam. I got a little evidence to support my claim. It just seems to me, that only a really low IQ population could have taken this beautiful continent, this magnificent American landscape that we inherited. Well, actually, we stole it from the Mexicans and the Indians, but hey, it was nice when we stole it. It looked pretty good. It was pristine. Paradise. Have you seen it lately? Have you taken a good look at it lately? It's fucking embarrassing. Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall. A big fucking shopping mall. You know that? That's all you got. That's all
sad,
you got
but
here,
it's
folks.
true.
Mile after mile of mall after mall. Many, many malls. Major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, cheap hotels, fast food joints, strip clubs, and dirty bookstores. America the Beautiful. One big transcontinental commercial cesspool. And how do the people feel about all this? How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just fucking dandy. They think it is cool as can be because Americans love the mall. They love the mall. That's where they get to satisfy their two most prominent addictions at the same time, shopping and eating. Millions of semi-conscious Americans day after day shuffling through the malls, shopping and eating, especially eating. Americans love to eat. They are fatally attracted to the slow death of fast food. Hot dogs, corn dogs, triple bacon, cheeseburgers, deep fried butter dipped in pork fat and cheese whiz, mayonnaise soaked, barbecued, mozzarella, patty melts. Americans will eat anything, anything, anything. If you were selling sauteed raccoons' assholes on a stick, Americans would buy them and eat them, especially if you dipped them in butter and put a little salsa on them.
I call this piece advertising. Quality, values, style, service, selection, convenience, economy, savings, performance, experience, hospitality, low rates, friendly service, name brands, easy terms, affordable prices, money-back guarantee, free installation. Free admission, free appraisal, free alterations, free delivery, free estimates, free home trial,
Bye-bye, women.
and free parking. No cash, no problem. No kidding. No fuss, no muss, no risk, no obligation, no red tape, no hidden charges, no down payment, no entry fee, no purchase necessary. No one will call on you.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, folks. It's bad for you. It's all bullshit. That's what you have to remember as you go through life.
This is my favorite
I
one.
used to take drugs and I quit, but I'll tell you something. I have nothing against drugs whatsoever. That's kind of weird, huh? You never heard that one? Used to take drugs, quit, and have nothing against them. Wow, never heard that. Let's hear more. Okay. I'll tell you something else. I know this is not a very popular idea. You don't hear it very often anymore, but it's the truth.
But it's the truth.
I have taken drugs before, and I had a real good time. Sorry. Didn't murder anybody, didn't rob anybody, didn't rape anybody, didn't beat anybody, didn't lose one fucking job, laughed my ass off, and went about my day. Sorry. Now, where's my commercial? Shit, I'll be the guy holding that skillet in that commercial, man. That ain't a brain, that's breakfast. Let's eat. What have we been up, 5 days now? I'm fucking starving. I find that commercial a tad insulting to my intelligence. You know the one, here's your brain. I've seen a lot of things on drugs, but I have never, ever, ever looked at an egg and thought it was a fucking brain, not once. I have seen UFOs split the sky like a sheet, but I have never looked at an egg and thought it was a fucking brain, not once. I have had 7 balls of light come off of a UFO, lead me onto their ship, explain to me telepathically that we are all one and there's no such thing as death. But I've never looked at an egg and thought it was a fucking brain. Now, maybe I wasn't getting good shit, but that's what I hate about the war on drugs. I'll be honest with you. It's what I can't stand is all day long we see those commercials. Here's your brain on drugs. Just say no. Why do you think they call it dope? And then the next commercial is this bud's for you. Come on, everybody. Let's be hypocritical bastards. It's okay to drink your drug. We meant those other drugs. Those untaxed drugs. Those are the ones that are bad for you. Nicotine, alcohol, good drugs. Coincidentally, tax drugs. Ooh, how does this fucking work? Thank God they're taxing alcohol, man. It means we got those good roads we can get fucked up and drive on. Thank God they're taxing this shit, man. We'd be doing donuts in a wheat field right now. Thank God we're on a highway. Woo! This is a good drug. Because I'll tell you something, I'll be honest, man. If I were going to legalize a drug, it sure wouldn't have been alcohol. Sorry, there's better drugs and better drugs for you. That's a fact. You may stop your internal dialogue.
Hi, Leo.
But Bill, alcohol's an acceptable form. Shut the fuck up. You're wrong. Okay? Okay. Shit, man. Not only do I think marijuana should be legalized, I think it should be mandatory. I'm a hardliner.
Ooh.
Think about it, man. You get in traffic behind somebody.
What do you mean 14?
Shut up and smoke that. It's the law. Oh, sorry, I was taking life seriously. Oh, man, who's hungry? That'd be a nice world, wouldn't it? Quiet, mellow, hungry, high people everywhere. Just Domino's pizza trucks passing each other. Every single highway, parades of Domino's. Let them get stuck in traffic. All our pizzas will be free. I'm a fucking dreamer, man. But I'm not the only one. Dreamers, man. Pot is a better drug than alcohol. Fact.
1488.
Fact. Stop your internal dialogue. But Bill, alcohol's shut up. You're wrong. Get over it. Okay? Okay.
Oh my God. Leo, have you
I'll prove
converted
it to you,
to
man. You're at a ball
always?
game or a concert and someone's really violent and aggressive and obnoxious. Are they drunk or are they smoking pot? Which is it? They're drunk. I have never seen people on pot get in a fight because it is fucking impossible. Hey, buddy. Hey, what? Hey, hey. End of argument. Say you get in a car accident and you've been smoking pot. You're only going 4 fucking miles an hour. Shit, we hit something.
Give me a second.
Oh, we got rear-ended by a Domino's truck, man. Just a better world. I'm not proud of this moment, all right? It happened, I moved on. You know what I mean, though? We need a new enemy because we're so miserable in our own lives. We got to keep pointing fingers and blaming. Drugs, yeah, drugs are the enemy. Ooh, what were we thinking? People forget about drugs, man. People forget. People think drugs don't do anything good for us. How many people here believe drugs don't do anything good for us? Someone must. Chicken shit.
Dude, I keep,
yeah, I know,
I
'cause now
keep
they got a
fucking
beard, huh?
like seeing Danny overthink shit, and like how he should do on stream, and I literally just do what I'm doing without like with the camera on. I literally listen to fucking Bill Hickson play fucking games. I can never fucking play in silence. Literally.
I know. If you believe drugs don't do anything good for us, do me this favor, will you? Go home tonight, take all your albums and tapes, okay, and burn them. Because you know what? The musicians who made all that great music are real fucking high on drugs. Shit, the Beatles were so high, they let Ringo sing a couple of tunes. Tell me they weren't partying. We all live in a yellow submarine. We all live. You know how fucking high they were when they wrote that song? They had to pry Ringo off the ceiling with a rake to record that, man. Get Ringo, John. He's got a great tune. Pull him down to the mic. John, get Ringo. He's got a great song about.
I think it looks fucking amazing, like the quality of the game right now.
Fuck, John, get off the seat. Oh, fuck, just bring the mics up here. We'll sing from up in the clouds. They were real high. Great music, they were high. Drugs had a positive effect. Shall I walk you through it again?
I think it's simple. Like all of these
Gotta have
games
an
are
enemy,
fucking
though,
simple
'cause
as
we're so
fuck.
miserable. We gotta keep blaming something, right? Let's blame some more stuff. Drugs, good. Rock and roll. Every few years, rock and roll becomes the big enemy, doesn't it? Like this Judas Priest trial. Did you follow this? You know the story? Two kids, big fans of Judas Priest, listened to this album and then went out and killed themselves, and the parents sued the band.
I think I'll be reading the chat much more
Okay, first of
because
all,
I put
two
it on the
kids,
other side
big
of the
fans of
screen,
Judas
and it's
Priest
kind of
commit
easier. I
suicide.
always look to the
Wow.
left, never to the right.
Two less gas station attendants in the world. I don't want to sound cold or anything, but we didn't lose a cancer cure here. And hey, most stations are self-service now anyway, so we saved them a long, troublesome job search.
Oof, there's a lot of artillery here.
But they tried to prove there were subliminal messages on this album telling you to kill yourself. Now, I may be naive, but
Wow.
what performer wants his audience dead? I'm having trouble with the whole fucking theory. What are these guys in the band doing? I'm fucking
Yeah, I
sick
always
of
do
it.
this.
I am fucking
Listening to
sick of it.
fucking documentaries and shit, and then like playing
I'm
a
sick of
game.
touring. I'm sick of making
Streaming is also like chatting.
$400,000 a fucking night.
Because I already played Overwatch and talked about my deepest, darkest fears and shit like that, and it's like pretty. I don't know.
I'm in a rut and I want out. We got all those concerts coming up. I know it sucks. Unless... Ian, Nigel, come here. I just had a fucking idea, man. What if, Ian, what if, let's just say what if. Open your mind real wide now.
Yeah, I always draw stuff listening to.
What if we
yeah,
kill
like
the
it's a
fucking
fucking.
audience?
Like,
Could I go back to my day job? I could sell shoes again. Just doesn't make a lot of sense when you talk it through.
the more stimulants you have,
But
the
every few
easier it
years,
is for
these
you to do
little kids try
shit.
and nail rock and roll. Remember this shit? You play certain rock albums backwards, there's satanic messages. Let me tell you something. If you're sitting around your house playing your albums backwards, you are Satan. You needn't look any further. And don't go ruining my stereo to prove a fucking point either. Come here, listen. Can you hear that? Listen. Hey, cut it out.
Oof,
Man, what
boom.
the fuck you doing? No, shut up. Listen.
I
real
love
close.
using high explosives because you don't need to penetrate shit. Just damage. There's a lot of artillery right now. What the fuck?
It's like he's in the room. Oh my God, you're Satan.
2 seconds.
Satan, ruiner of stereos, destroyer of needles. Because listen, I got an idea. It's time to make a bold admission, all right? Because for the last 10 years, we've seen the rise of conservatives and fundamentalists and other forms of fascist, okay? Who try and tell us what to believe and what to think. I got a bold admission if you're one of those people. You ready for it? They say rock and roll's the devil's music. Well, let's say that we know for a fact rock and roll is the devil's music, and we know that it is for sure, okay? At least he fucking jams. If it's a choice between eternal hell and good tunes or eternal heaven and new kids on the fucking block.
Cool.
I'm gonna be surfing on the lake of fire, rocking out.
Kind of like these Japanese tanks. They're super fucking big and they.
Albums backwards, they sound better. Gives them that edge they're missing, you know? Put some hair on their balls. But we gotta have an enemy. Rock, drugs, we're so miserable. What's the enemy? Got it. Pornography.
Pornography.
Yeah, tremor through the room. Problem with pornography basically is this. No one knows what it is. Other than that, we got a real good grasp on the situation.
Okay.
We know it's bad, we just can't figure out what the fuck it is. Supreme Court says pornography is any act that has no artistic merit and causes sexual thoughts. That's their definition. No artistic merit causes sexual thoughts.
Oh,
Sounds like
I'm gonna
almost
fucking
every
love
commercial
this
on
shit.
TV to me. You know, when I see those two twins on that Double Mint commercial, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you this. I ain't thinking about gum. Double your pleasure, double that fun. Yeah, honey, where's the Wrigley?
Wow.
I feel like
They can't go past this shit. That's amazing. I'm holding off these
Here's a commercial
lines.
they'd like to do. If they could, they'd do it. Here is the ultimate television commercial, and we might see it one day yet. Here's the woman's face. Beautiful. Camera pulls back, naked breast. Camera pulls back, she's totally naked. Legs apart, 2 fingers right here.
I'm holding them so fucking good here. If they only rush me, that's a different thing.
Now, I don't know the connection, but I'm drinking lots of fucking coke. Snickers. Dr. Pepper.
Probably shouldn't be going here, but I don't give a fuck. I think he went the other side. Probably.
No, I don't know the connection. Yes, I'm buying these fucking products.
I think we're winning.
But you know, what does that say about us, man? Causes sexual thoughts is a subject of fear. Causes sexual thoughts. Yeah, so? And what? When did sex become a bad thing? Did I miss a meeting?
Yeah.
Playboy, pornography causes sexual thoughts. Penthouse, pornography causes sexual thoughts. You know what causes sexual thoughts? When it's
Having
all
a
said
dick.
and done, let's cut to the chase. I'm tired of the debate, okay? I'll clear it up for you right fucking now.
He can't
Here's
go
what
up
causes
very
sexual
well, so I think I'm gonna catch him.
Having a dick.
I think I'm gonna catch him. I'm pretty sure.
End of story. I can speak for every guy here tonight, and okay, I will. In the course of our day, anything can cause a sexual fucking thought. You can be on a train and it's rocking kind of nice. Pants are a little tight. Oh my God, I got a Woody.
I think that if I go behind him, I'm literally gonna one-shot him.
What are we gonna do? Ban public transportation?
Yeah.
I find it ironic that people who are against sexual thoughts are generally these fundamentalist Christians who also believe you should be fruitful and multiply.
Come on, give me a
Seems like
shot.
they would support sexual thoughts, you know? Perhaps even a centerfold in the Bible. Miss Deuteronomy. Turnoffs, floods, locusts,
Cool.
smokers.
We got this fucking shit.
I actually did that joke in Alabama, right? These 3 rednecks met me after the show, man. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Come here.
Come here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Comedian.
Mr. Comedian.
Come here.
Come here.
Hey, buddy, we're Christians. We don't like what you said.
Then forgive me.
I said, then forgive me.
I know this by heart. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I know this shit by heart. How much experience did I get? Not much, but not... Yeah, I'm not kidding. I know this by fucking heart.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
And what does an atheist scream when they come? That's another one, too. Oh, chemical chance! Chemical chance! What would you, if you were an atheist, what would you yell? Oh, fate, fate and destiny, fate and destiny. Chemical chance, chemical chance. Big bang! I'm getting that close to hell right now. You know what, though? I find it ironic that people who are against things that cause sexual thoughts are generally fundamentalist Christians who also believe you should be fruitful and multiply. Isn't that weird? Don't you think they'd be for things that cause sexual thoughts? You know what I mean? Maybe even a centerfold in the Bible? I don't know. Miss Deuteronomy? Turn-offs, floods, locusts, and smokers? Turn-ons, myrrh. I don't know what myrrh is. Chicks dig it. Back to my room, baby. I got some myrrh. I did that joke in Alabama. These 3 rednecks met me after the show. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
come here.
Come here.
Hey, Mr. Comedian. Come here. Yeah, I love that move. Come here. Not a physics major. That's a safe bet. Mr. Funny Man, come here. Hey, buddy, we're Christians. We don't like what you said.
Did I
said,
really
"Then
fuck
forgive
that
me."
up? How?
Later, when I was hanging from the tree, I was hanging next to this little green fella. Christians who kill. Ah, we're about out of ideas on this planet, aren't we? So I
How
love
do
people
I
like
get
George
to the
Bush or this guy Pat Robertson,
Defender?
this televangelist in the state. These are Christians for stronger nuclear armament. Oh, what a great deal of faith.
Boom.
Because I know if Jesus were here, he'd probably have an Uzi on him.
Probably.
Don't you think he would? Yeah, he would. The Prince of Peace is back. But he's pissed off. Fuck you, pilot. I'm back. I didn't tell you what kind of mood I was coming back in, did I, fuckers? Y'all, it's Jesus. He's back. But he's pissed. He's yelling something about the cross. I didn't catch it. Jesus. You know, I don't know what y'all believe, and I don't really care. But you have to admit, beliefs are odd. A lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. Do you think when Jesus comes back, he ever wants to see a fucking cross?
Oh my fucking God.
It's kind of like going up to Jackie Onassis with a little sniper rifle pendant, you know? Hey, Jackie, just thinking of John. We loved him. We loved it. It's great. Bill, Mr. Dressed in Black, say fuck every other word out of your mouth. Cynical humanist.
How the fuck are they hitting me?
It's the devil. Oh, well, that's different.
Of course.
The devil. That still exists, that concept? Real? Does it really exist still? The devil?
Can you fuck off,
The devil
please?
really exists? Does it really, y'all? Well, tell me something. What could oppose God's will? Nothing, could it?
Oh my God.
A delightful little realization. Nothing could oppose God's will. Nothing. What about my will? Now. Okay. Remember a few years ago, as if you played albums backwards, there were satanic messages. Now they're subliminal. Isn't it nice to know Satan's keeping up with all these new technological achievements? What a little busy beaver he is. I picture him at Radio Shack every Monday morning. What new things do you have for me today? Remember that a few years ago? You play albums backwards, there's satanic messages. Let me tell you something. If you ever sat around playing your albums backwards, you are Satan. Don't look any further. And don't go ruining my stereo to prove a fucking point. Come here, listen. Can you hear that?
Satan is Lord. Satan is Lord.
Satan is Lord. Satan is Lord.
I know it by heart. I'm not even fucking kidding.
It's almost like he's in the room or something. You're Satan! Satan, destroyer of needles, ruiner of stereos. I am Satan, and I have come to destroy high-fidelity music. You will all listen to 8 tracks. Ah, the deceiver! The deceiver! Because I have news for you. I live in the States, a very puritanical place, full of superstition and ancient religions that no longer serve their function on this planet because they're based on fear instead of love. But they say rock and roll is the devil's music. Well, let's say that it is. I got news for you. Let's say that rock and roll is the devil's music, and we know it for a fact to be absolutely, unequivocally true.
At least he fucking jams.
Boy, at least he fucking jams. Okay, did you hear that correctly? If it's a choice between eternal hell and good tunes or eternal heaven and new kids on the fucking block, I'm gonna be surfing on the lake of fire, rocking out. High-fiving Satan every time I pass him on the fucking shore.
Talking about Kennedy, people come up to me, Bill, quit talking about Kennedy, man.
Let it go.
It's a long time ago. Just forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm like, all right, then don't bring up Jesus to me. As long as we're talking shelf life here. Bill, you know, Jesus died for you. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Forget about it. How about this? Get Pilate to release the fucking files. Quit washing your hands, Pilate, and release the goddamn files. Who else was on that grassy Golgotha that day? Bill, it was just, you know, taking over of democracy by totalitarian government.
Let it go, man.
Okay. Sorry. That's another good thing about Bush being gone, man, because for the last 12 years with Reagan and Bush, we have had fundamentalist Christians in the White House. Fundamentalist Christians who believe the Bible is the exact word of God, including that wacky fire and brimstone Revelations ending, have had their finger on the fucking button for 12 years.
Can I go
Tell
here?
me when, Lord. Tell me when. Let me be your servant, Lord.
I can't. Wow.
Fundamentalist Christianity, fascinating. These people actually believe the world is 12,000 years old. Swear to God. Based on what? I asked them. Well, we looked at all the people in the Bible and we added them up all the way back to Adam and Eve. Their ages, 12,000 years. Well, how fucking scientific. Okay. I didn't know that you'd gone to so much trouble there. That's good.
Nothing I can do here.
You believe the world's 12,000 years old?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got one word to ask you. One word question. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Dinosaur. You know, the world's 12,000 years old, and dinosaurs existed, and they existed in that time. You think it would have been mentioned in the fucking Bible at some point. And oh, Jesus and the disciples walked to Nazareth, but the trail was blocked by a giant brontosaurus with a splinter in his paw. And oh, the disciples did run a-shrieking, what a big fucking lizard, Lord. But Jesus was unafraid, and he took the splinter from the brontosaurus' paw, and the big lizard became his friend. And Jesus sent him to Scotland, where he lived in a loch for oh so many years, inviting thousands of American tourists to bring their fat fucking families and their fat dollar bills. And oh, Scotland did praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. But get this. I actually asked one of these guys, okay, dinosaur fossils. How does that fit into your scheme of life? Let me sit down and strap in. He says, dinosaur fossils? God put those here to test our faith. Thank God I'm strapped in right now here, man. I think God put you here to test my faith, dude. You believe that? Oh,
idiot.
Does that trouble anyone here? The idea that God might be
Fucking good.
fucking with our heads? I have trouble sleeping with that knowledge. Some prankster God running around. We will see who believes in me now. I am
Cool,
God. I am
dude.
a prankster.
I'm getting amazing games.
I am killing me. You know, you die and go to St. Peter. Did you believe in dinosaurs? Well, yeah, there was fossils everywhere. Ah! You fucking idiot. Flying lizard, you're a moron. God was fucking with you. It seems so plausible. Ah! Enjoy the lake of fire, fucker. They believe this. You ever notice how people who believe in creationism look really unevolved? You ever notice that? Eyes real close together, eyebrow ridges, big furry hands and feet. I believe God created me in one day. Looks like he rushed it.
They believe the Bible is the exact word of God. Then they change the Bible. Pretty presumptuous. I'll think what God meant to say. Never been that confident. They actually have a Bible out called the New Living Bible. It's the Bible in updated and modern English, I guess to make it more palatable for people to read, but it's really weird when you listen to it. And Jesus walked on water. And Peter said, awesome. Suddenly we got Jesus hanging 10 across the Sea of Galilee. Christ's bogus adventure, you know. Deuteronomy 90210, you know. A lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he's going to want to see a fucking cross, man? Ow. That may be why he hadn't shown up yet. But man, they're still wearing crosses. Fuck it, I'm not going, Dad. No, they totally missed the point. When they start wearing fishes, I might show up again, but let me bury fossil heads with you, Dad. Fuck them. Let's fuck with them. They're fucking with me now. Let's get them. Give me that brontosaurus head, Dad. Why is marijuana against the law? It grows naturally upon our planet. Doesn't the idea of making nature against the law seem to you a bit paranoid? You know what I mean? It's nature. How do you make nature against the fucking law? Grows everywhere, serves 1,000 different functions, all of them positive. To make marijuana against the law is like saying God made a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like God on the seventh day looked down at his creation. There it is, my creation, perfect and holy in all ways. Now I can rest.
Oh my me.
Oh my me. I left fucking pot everywhere. I should never have smoked that joint on the third day. Sure. That was the day I created possums. Still gives me a chuckle. I leave pot everywhere. That's going to give humans the impression they're supposed to use it. Now I have to create Republicans. And God wept. I believe it's the next verse. You know what I mean? I believe that God left certain drugs growing naturally upon our planet to help speed up and facilitate our evolution. Okay, not the most popular idea ever expressed. Either that or you're real high and agreeing with me in the only way you can right now. I forgot the code. Is it 2 blinks yes, 1 blink no? I guarantee you Satan's going to have no problems on this planet because all the women are going to go, what a cute butt. He's Satan. You don't know him like I do. He's the Prince of Darkness. I can change him.
It's true, though.
And I bet that's true. I wouldn't give Satan a snowball's chance in hell against a woman's ego, man. He'd rule the earth for a day. A week later, we'd see Satan out cutting the lawn. Hey, aren't you Satan? Shut up. Whoa, Mr. Prince of Darkness, you forgot the edge back. Shut up. See him at the supermarket buying tampons, aisle 3. Hey, aren't you Satan? Shut up. You're pussy whipped. You're not Prince of Darkness, you're pussy whipped of darkness. Quit it, I'm Satan. Ah, bullshit. You dropped your tampon, Satan. I was over in Australia during Easter, which was interesting. Interesting to note, they celebrate Easter the same way we do, commemorating the death and resurrection of Jesus by telling our children a giant bunny rabbit
left chocolate eggs in the night. Now, I wonder why we're fucked up as a race. Anybody got any clues out there? Or where do you get this shit from, you know? Why those two things, you know? Why not goldfish left Lincoln Logs in your sock drawer, you know? As long as we're making shit up, go hog wild, you know? At least a goldfish with a Lincoln Log on its back going across your floor to your sock drawer has a miraculous connotation to it. Mommy, I woke up today and there was a Lincoln Log in my sock drawer. That's the story of Jesus. Who comes up with this shit? I've read the Bible. I can't find the word bunny or chocolate anywhere in that fucking book. Do y'all have different books of the Bible than I do? Are y'all Gideons? Who are the fucking Gideons? Ever met one? No. Ever seen one? No. But they're all over the fucking world putting Bibles in hotel rooms. Every hotel room. This Bible was placed here by a Gideon. When? I've been here all day. I ain't seen shit. I saw the housekeeper come and go. I saw the minibar guy come and go. I've never laid eyes on a fucking Gideon. What are they, ninjas? Where are they? Where are they from? Gideon? What the fuck are these people? I'm gonna capture a Gideon. I'm gonna make that my hobby. I am. I'm gonna call the front desk one day. Yeah, I don't seem to have a Bible in my room. But I've always found religion to be fascinating. Ideas such as how people act on their beliefs. Pro-lifers murdering doctors. Pro-lifers murdering people. I know, it's irony on the base level, but I like it. You know what I mean? It's real basic irony, but still, you can get a hoot. It's a hoot. It's a fucking hoot. You're pro-life and we'll kill your ass. That's what fundamentalism breeds, though. No irony, you see. They take the word literally, you know. I'm sorry if anyone here is Catholic. I'm not sorry if you're offended. I'm actually sorry just the fact that you're Catholic. Got to be one of the most ludicrous fucking beliefs ever. Like these vampire priests sink their twin fangs of guilt and sin into you as a child and suck your joy of life out of you the rest of your fucking existence. And I love watching the Pope bounce around in his little Pope mobile. That's got to be hoot number one on my fucking CNN list. I want a whole show of the Pope just bouncing around in that all-terrain Pope mobile with the 3 feet of bulletproof plexiglass around him. Boy, there's faith in action.
Boom.
You see, you know he's really the spokesman for God because only God's spokesman would need plexiglass bulletproof, don't you think? Don't y'all read that the same way? I don't know. Christianity's the weird one, though. You know, Christianity's such an odd religion, you know. I was raised that way, you know, and you can just suffer for it. You know, the whole image is that, you know, eternal suffering awaits anyone who questions God's infinite love. That's the message, isn't it, that we're brought with? Believe or die. Thank you for giving, Lord, for all those options.
You know, the fundamentalists, they try to get creationism taught in schools as a science. Now, what exactly
yeah, but I'm the
mean?
biggest target, so
Welcome
yeah.
to creationist science. On the 6th day, God created the world. 6 days, and the 7th day he rested. And, well, class dismissed. You got it.
See, folks, here's the deal, man. In my humble opinion, is that what
the
world is very simple. We're undergoing evolution, and all our institutions are failing and crumbling around us because they're no longer relevant.
Oh, fuck.
I'd say let them go. That's all. It's just evolution. Evolution did not end with us growing opposable thumbs. Okay, we're at the point now in history, the first time ever, we can evolve at will, and the way we do it is we evolve ideas.
By the way, there are more dick jokes coming. Please relax.
Fuck.
Let's create a new philosophy. What do you say? Let's create a new religion. What do you think? And we don't. It's not necessarily new. The seeds are real. And
Bigger doesn't mean deadliest. Yeah, but I'm the easiest target to hit with an RD shot.
Okay.
Can we at least win this?
Okay. Okay. I know I'm starting to lose him a little bit here with this shit. I'm like digging a fucking hole right now.
This AT didn't do shit on game. Of course. Okay. We should probably cap or something. Oh, 2,000 damage is okay, I guess. Could have done. The 88 is easier. Yeah, but he was out of sight, I think.
Sober good time. Let's meet up. We found a local eatery that's well reviewed. It has vegan options for Sheila. We'll meet there at 7:40.
Did they kill the Sturf? They did not. Dude, you can't see that shit. Like it says unbelievable fucking camo.
On her cell phones. Maybe we can order for her because we don't want to be late for our sober good time. Maybe you came here tonight to have a good time without drinking. That means you're solely reliant on me being funny, which is a 50-50
Only Zerke sadly moved the derp on the O-hole. It's not 2,000.
You're fucked.
With Zerke sadly nerfed the. Oh, you mean like the 2,000 damage as a whole? Yeah, yeah, it's fucking annoying. I just like the way the next tank looks. That's literally the only reason I'm going to grind the line. I don't give a fuck. I just like how the second one looks. And I'm bored with playing fucking Germans and Russians, honestly.
Pouring booze on top of it.
This one looks shitty, but the other one looks like a battleship. And since I also play like World of Warships, it's a natural progression. I think we're gonna lose, yeah, because we didn't kill the Serv. Yeah, but the RD's not hitting the Serv.
Within 5 drinks, that guy's hilarious to me. I'm hugging that guy on the way to his.
Oh, they have a UDES and
I have a problem? No, lady. I have a solution. You have
oh, fuck. If the Hellcat can kill... If the Hell... Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. They nerfed the reload from 13 seconds to 17 seconds. Well, dude, honestly, derp guns in 30 seconds, like 13 seconds on a derp, that's like, I get it. It's just, I get it. It's a level 6 cannon, and it should have a low reload on the, like, you know, tier 8, but it's too much. It's too much. Like 13 seconds. Like sure fucking damage. You will not fucking do less than 200 damage. Doesn't matter where you fucking hit. Oho is 8. Yeah, I know. Like it's too much. They should have nerfed it. Like it's okay. I'm gonna trade a shot for a shot anyway.
Hey, can I get a shot at Jägermeister? But I could see me. Like, in my head, I'm young, but then I saw I'm just an old fucking dude, and just the word Jägermeister coming out of your mouth is some desperate cry to be young again. And it's like the old guy is a silver-haired fox, but he still has 2 hoop earrings.
She can't pen?
Like, oh, don't be that
how,
dude. Just drink something clear.
Wow. Fuck.
Jake LaMotta, the fighter, is a neighbor.
Come on. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. Come on. He made a mistake. Good. Come on. Oh my god, really? Dude, move backwards. Come on. What? He capped. Did he really cap? Fuck me.
For you 22-year-olds,
even the Type 4 and 5, the reload too much, and the 14 simulator only 2 seconds fast reload. That's kind of shitty, but then again, it's a derp gun. Like you're not supposed to. What's it called?
Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull, who's a real guy that's our neighbor, And we never
Let me
met
see
him
how
till
much.
last year. A mutual friend brought him to the house.
I
to
reload
watch
24
football,
seconds.
and
I
we're
have nothing on
wicked
this one.
excited. Like fucking Jake LaMotta's coming here.
I just like
And
how this
they
one
brought
looks.
him over.
It's
He's
like a fucking
91.
battleship, dude. Look at it.
There's no
Look
Jake
at it.
LaMotta
It's a
left
fucking
of the
battleship.
Jake LaMotta. So we're all like happy, and they bring him in, and we're like, oh.
Yeah,
Like,
look
for
at this
a
fucking
boxer,
shit.
my age, they're fucked up, and he's twice that. So they bring him in.
How much is
like,
this?
he's fucking up. They have him by one elbow, 91
How
years
much is
old.
this? 9 seconds reload.
And they plop it on the couch like an egg.
21-second reload. Yeah, if you get everything on that, you'll make it like 17. But yeah,
And he's got a trophy wife.
I'm not the fan of the front secondary cannon's location.
Which means she's still in her
Is
60s,
it?
so
But can you even
the
penetrate
trophy
it?
is a bit tarnished at
Like,
this point.
listen, the way I play this tank is I just peekaboo, shoot someone, go back. I don't stand in the middle and change shots.
Characteristics of trophy wife. She has bleach blonde hair, and the 60-year-old tit job is forced
Now, this
up,
one looks
so the good
fucking
parts
amazing,
are
dude.
showing through the top. There you go.
Look
Okay,
at the
and
side
she's very
fucking profile
sweet,
of this
and she's trying to
fucking
distract
battleship.
from Jake LaMotta
I
doesn't
don't
know
know.
where he is. He doesn't know he's watching football. He's confused on the
I don't
couch.
know. I'm definitely gonna use the derp on this one. I wish they just took the fucking small ones off or
With
something.
his cigarettes and fumbling.
It's 200
and
millimeters
looking
at
to
the
the door
front.
like, who will walk me out so I can smoke? And I said, "It's okay, Jake. You can smoke in the house." He went, That's how fucking deep cigarettes get you. Nothing else. He's a.
Playing peekaboo works to your ears where your ammo rack is located. Yeah, but like, I'm not even gonna let them shoot at me. I'm just gonna shoot, go back, reload. Reload 20 seconds, come back. Because the reason why I want to play the Japanese is first, the tier 8 looks fucking amazing. Second, there's a lot of like 20 armor tanks. Like there's a lot of super squishy fucking tanks. And like, doesn't matter where my fucking ammo rack is, because anything below tier 7 can't even fucking penetrate like the battleship one. And this one looks shitty. Like it looks like a bigger version of the tier 4 and 5s. But yeah.
And normally you would have to stun gun me, cattle prod me to get me into a play. I'm not interested until I spend an hour and a half with Jake LaMotta.
What do you
at
play?
my
What
house.
nations?
That's gonna be live
Sergeant?
on stage. I'm not missing this for the world. And we went, and it lived up to every awful expectation that we had. It was so tragic. She wrote it herself. It's called Lady and the Champ.
I missed the pre-nerfed OY experimental, but dude, that show was too fucking overpowered. Like I can say I missed the old KV1, which had the KV2 turret, but that was like obscenely fucking overpowered. I have tanks in every country up to tier 9. It's cool. It's cool. I've been playing this on and off, like this game, and I just kind of like it, and I think I'm shitty at it, honestly. I just enjoy playing it
He still thinks he's watching
from time to
football
time.
at my house. And his only job.
The original KV-1S. I played that tank the most. Now it's the KV-85.
So occasionally,
Yeah, but the KV-1S was a peekaboo god. But I still preferred the T-150. The T-150 was my box fucking side-scraping god. I think I worked my side-scraping perfectly on that
Which
tank.
is not a bad line for a fucking 91-year-old boxer.
They have artillery everywhere.
Except
Wow,
the champ
I'm gonna
forgets he
die.
already did the line. So moments later, he stands back up. But in the middle of a song, stop, sugar ray.
Boom. You don't do less than 250, dude. It's. I think I'm gonna get shot by something, probably.
They physically have to come out and push him back down in his chair and yell at him.
I free speed past the KV-1S to the IS-3 before the tier change. Yeah. I still like miss the look of the KV. Like the KV-1S looked amazing.
Like children in church, try not to giggle. It was like seeing if Mr. Schiavo brought Terry Schiavo on the road as a song and dance act. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime. Thank you. Terry and I'll be.
I got up to 120 XP, then sold the IS-3. I just rebought my IS-3. I used to play a lot of team battles, and I had a 83% win rate with team battles. We had a super fucking good team.
All right, how long before that's you?
And from like 60 games, I think 60 games, 83% victories, because we had a super fucking like pro team.
A lot of shots to the head, just like the champ. How long?
I don't have a tier 10. I don't like losing money. Like, just the fact that I lose that much fucking money, I literally have no pleasure in playing the game. Even tier 8s, like the KV4 loses a lot of fucking money, and it's just fucking annoying. I know you should literally just grind to tier 10, but I don't like that. I don't have a 10 yet. Yeah, me neither. I have tier 9s, but not.
Maybe it already happened. I don't know. Maybe this is being filmed.
Boom.
I live every day of my life like it's my last day on Earth, kids. And I really don't clap. You don't know how I live. That makes it even more sad and pathetic that I would willingly choose to spend any given last day on Earth immobilized on a couch, sweating, watching a marathon of Storage Wars, completely content with that. Friends going, come on, let's do something, man. Let's go out. I came all the way down. Let's go live life. And you're like, fuck you. I ain't getting up. I've had to piss for the last 4 episodes. My prostate is welded shut like a lug nut. I don't give a shit. I'm not getting up. I gotta find out what's in that safe.
Okay, Ram it is.
Find out after the commercial
Really?
break.
Really? You're gonna do me like that?
Safe.
Boom.
You guys all have interests and you do shit, and I don't. Yeah, try doing nothing as long as me. I have house arrest on my bucket
Fuck,
list.
I fucked up.
So I
There's
have
a
an
huge lag.
excuse for why I can't go do the
There's a
dumb
huge
shit you
lag
like
when I
that
click.
don't understand. I'm sorry, I'd love to see your friend.
And the
play
Jap heavies eat credits on repairs because they're fucking huge, well armored and everything. That's like the balance. That's the balance of the fucking game.
I watch Hoarders, I see shit I need.
Are we gonna win this at least? No. The RD should be fucking deleted from this shit.
Around. I'm not following the dialogue, I'm just looking at their shit. Bingo, they have an orange microwave. Rewind it. Pause. That's an orange How do you get an orange microwave? Underneath the stack of the newspapers and the mummified cat is an orange microwave. Find it on Amazon. That might fill the void in my soul. Orange. Because I don't even drunk dial people anymore because I have nothing to say. But
RDs are important for battlefields. Yeah. Yeah. It's just me fucking ranting about that shit.
eBay's the worst because if
I don't
get
actually care.
outbid, then I take it personal when I'm drinking. You just fucking looked at my girlfriend weird. Oh, outbid me. I'm gonna fucking outbid you. Yeah, I'll wait. Come on. Oh, outbid me. Outbid you. Because you probably have kids. I don't. I don't have a lot of money, but every penny I have is disposable because I don't have
At least Worgen could have done is left high explosive pen alone. They fucked it up. Like, I can't even play the KV2 anymore. Like, it does so little damage. So they nerfed the derp guns with the penetration and the artillery's penetration also. They didn't nerf the penetration of the high explosives. They nerfed the damage you do when you hit the armor. Usually it was a little less than 50%. And now it's like a fourth or a third, plus it's a bigger reload for the Japs.
You walk out of your house and UPS is building some corrugated Great Wall of China outside. And what did I do now? What'd you get yourself this time, Mr. Christmas in July? Miracle socks, as seen on TV.
I understand removing the AP, APCR, and heat, but nerfing heat. Yeah, yeah. Because you can only one-shot like scorpions, and even then it doesn't penetrate because the armor is kind of like, you know.
I'm gonna die. Maybe that's why I never work Australia. That long flight could kill me with deep.
Maybe high explosive should overmatch or something.
I have no fear of death, except
I hate that they have no fucking like answer to APCR. Like they intentionally made the object 252 and everything else OP. I don't know if you remember.
You survived. I beat
you probably
the fuck
do.
out of it, but by not getting it, I've
If you
courted
played the
cancer every day of my
KV-1S, you
life.
probably remember
I've done everything
when
but
the
fucking pay
KV-5,
taxi fare to my
KV-4,
hotel won't show
technically
up. That's
KV-4,
feeding it.
like it had
You
weak
survived
spots,
it. You're like tied.
and you didn't need fucking,
I get the
you didn't
number
need
one
shit.
seed in the bracket over
Like
you.
if you remember the KV-5 and KV-4 having like this weak spot, and now nothing has a weak spot anymore. It's like not a thing anymore.
I didn't get weird or go religious
The
on you. I'm not
I-6,
saying there's
this
a
was
God. I
always
don't know what the
stronger, and this was
afterlife
always fucking
entails.
stronger.
But
But yeah,
here's the proof.
the
mother
Pershing's fucking armor is over nerfed.
In 2008. Don't worry, this is a fun story.
Dude, did you get this tank?
You could ever be part
Because you
of.
can get it
She was
with
dying of emphysema at 63.
you can get it with the
brain was
Twitch,
still with it, but
connecting your
she was
Twitch
drowning
with
in
this.
her own fluids. She's being permanently waterboarded by 45 years
You
of cool
can still have a
miles.
chance of one-shotting tanks
anymore.
with
We knew it was gonna
HE from
happen
Ortiz,
when
but you
made
have
the
to get a
call.
lucky shot on a
you
commander
can't
hatch.
do it.
Ah,
Like, all right, Mom.
it's super. No, I don't have Twitch Prime. But you can just connect your card and you'll get it. Like you can just connect your card. You don't need to have it. You can just like, it will take $1 from your card and then it will give it back to you. It will give it back to you in like an hour. And you just like get everything and then disconnect it. That's what I did.
It's just, it's not something like I fantasize about it. If my mother were Nancy Grace,
If you play
I'd have
League
been
or shit
all
like
over it.
that,
I
they have a
had
lot of
plans,
free shit for
but
that.
my mother was a great person, so I'm like, how do we do this right? So I called my lawyer. I have 3 lawyers. We have we're Jewed up big with lawyers in LA for this shit, all the camera people and recording contracts. Then I have my local Bisbee attorney that helps me with I got married when I was 20.
I don't have money for that. No, but you don't spend any money. Like you just connect your credit card and you get it free. That's how people do it. That's how I did it. I didn't want to spend money. I just connected my credit card and that's how I got it.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad attorney. That he handles all the creepy shit. Like when me and Andy are up late at night doing blow and thinking of quick. Call Kirshner, see how much jail time we could we go to prison if we actually did this? He's that guy. So I called him knowing he'd hook me up with a doctor on the down low, as we say in the black community as black person. He gave me the number to a doctor and I go, hey, my mother's gonna cash out and I don't know what to do. He said, what do you have? I go, I got Xanax out the ass. On the border, you can get all the fucking Xanax you
Don't have a bank account. Had issues with my bank allowing my phone bill to charge to it when I had no money in the account.
Yeah, she does. Then she should have
Okay,
morphine.
okay, understood.
You got morphine? Yeah, I got morphine. All right, she's got morphine. We worked out the dosages and the milligrams, and he goes, if she has 30 of those, that's enough to kill any human being on the planet. She had fucking 90. I'm like, okay, we're good.
You can also ask a friend or someone to connect it and then disconnect it. Because there's a lot of free shit, like I got of free skins in League of Legends, free tanks in World of Tanks, couple of premium tanks, couple of like, premium consumables, and just things you can sell because it's free.
If you're gonna help your mother kill herself, but we're gonna
And
go
just
to
never
my
got
house,
around to
we'll
trying to
tidy
open another
up.
one. Yeah.
So we set her up with a hospital bed in the living room. She had been.
The friend that plays with
AA off
me
and on
used
for
his
my
sister's
whole
account,
life.
so
She had at this point
yeah.
been 4 years sober, and I'm like, you're not gonna
This is a
kill
max tier
yourself
7.
sober,
This
right?
is perfect for this
You
thing.
can't take those chips with you. She's like, yeah, you're right. Why would I do that? That's dumb. So she, in her heyday, she was a black Russian drinker. So I set out a mini bottle of Kettle One and a mini bottle of Kahlua with her pills for whenever you're ready. Let me know. We laid down ground rules. I said, Ma, if you're gonna kill yourself seriously, You can't do it on Sunday or Monday because that's football, and that's a dick move. If you can call your own time to leave this planet, don't
think they're
do it
hitting,
during
trying to
someone
shoot me.
else's planned event. Don't be an asshole. And she did it the Saturday before football. That was great. She came in on Thursday.
Boom,
Saturday night, she goes,
bitch.
it's time. And I'm
Boom,
like,
bitch.
Time for what? Like medication?
I
No,
also
it's
got plenty
time.
of premium
I'm like,
tanks
oh,
to
fuck,
deal
this
with.
is real. So I wake
Yeah,
up, bingo.
I also have
Like,
I
it's
bought a
going
lot
on.
of them.
We start
Not
mixing up
that lot. My
white
friends
Russians.
spend
She
like
decided to make black
half a
Russians white
thousand.
Russians 'cause she thought
But
the
yeah.
milk would coat her belly better for taking all the pills. Like mother till the end. Do you have whole milk? I got skim. Skim will work. I just don't want to throw up the pills. Chicken soup for the suicide. You're so fucking. You're so sweet. So we're whipping up drinks, and I didn't so much assist the suicide as bar back it. Like I'm in there mixing drinks because we're all drinking. We watched Bad
What?
Santa together. Their favorite
What
movie
the
together.
fuck
We
was
had a very
that?
dark sense of humor. I
What
didn't
the
come from
fuck
nowhere.
was
My mother
that?
used to review porn on the Man Show. She's fucking dark like us. So we watched Bad Santa, and she's trying to choke down these pills. She had a very hard time taking pills, so she just gagging and just getting them down. So I'm keeping a vague
Okay,
count.
there's
When
a
she
Black
got around
King.
30,
Black Prince,
little
sorry.
over.
Here.
Like, Ma, that's good. You don't need to do any more. You're fine.
I think he doesn't have that much penetration.
Take any chances. You're so scared of fucking up. She took all 90. No, we're sitting there in horror going, you're wasting. Ma, they said 30 of those would kill any human being alive. You could leave 60
I think
of them
I'm gonna
for
hit him
me
in the
and
ass.
go as our only inheritance other than the last 17-year-old.
What the fuck is that?
You could have 60 morphines to have spontaneous memorials for mother every here and again. Remember, Mom?
I'm
Papa
sad.
Morphine. Woo! What a
I'm
great
sad now.
lady. What a crazy old bitch. No,
I'm fucking sad
order
now,
till
honestly.
the end, all fucking 90. And then we fucked with her. Hard. I remember her last words as she's coming in and out, because we're just goofing on her as she's doing this, as she's fading in and out. I didn't even know
Oh,
she
dude.
respond.
No, I didn't
hammering
rip
cocktails.
shit.
And
I don't want
she's
to
laying there,
waste
half in,
ammo.
half out with a white Russian on her chest that she'd occasionally get to her mouth and it'd spill. You know when you come off the wagon, you hit it fucking hard. And it's pretty bad when you're trying to keep up drinking with an 83
I can't
pound,
fucking believe.
63-year-old
I could have
woman.
one shot. It was green.
And I go, wow, you're really knocking those back, Ma. And she goes, there's times to be dainty and there's times to be a pig.
I can't believe this shit.
And this is Mother's problem throughout her life. She was a funny lady sporadically, but when she would get a laugh, she would just hammer it and overtag it and repeat the joke. Like, just keep, I can keep getting a laugh off the same joke and it would ruin the joke.
Oh, I
And
could
when we
have
all
went
laughed at
to
there's
them.
times to be a pig, I saw her go into, she's gonna, and I go, shut your fucking mouth. Those are perfect last words. You're not gonna ruin this joke.
I
Cut the
can't
mic
fucking
on
believe
Mother.
that.
And then we just roasted her as she fell in and out. We just did a Friars Club roast, making fun of her and making it a fun, dark suicide. Ma, wait! They found a cure! I love you. Fuck you. I was a bad mother. I love you. At one point, I remember I said, Ma, if there's any kind of white light situation, that other side that you get to, if you can communicate with us Houdini style, see if there's any way that you can make the Saints cover 8 points at Oakland tomorrow. Because I have money on the game.
Okay.
And they did.
I don't
The
give a
Saints
fuck.
fucking blew 'em out.
They should
October
be able
12th,
to take that shit.
2008. The Saints won 34-3. I'm not saying that's proof of an afterlife. That was just $40 that I won.
I'm not gonna
Proof of
go.
the afterlife is this. If there were no afterlife,
Oh, okay, nice.
how could my mother have bought me and my friends so many nice things from the Sky Mall catalog on her credit card 4 days after she passed from this earth. Answer me that, Your Honor. Answer me that. In fact,
sorry.
credit card receipts into evidence against the advice of my attorney. Look at that. 4 days. I had to swear on your Bible just to testify in my own defense. Your silly fake Jesus only lasted 3 days before he ran out of that cave like a pussy. My mother, 4 days, relaxing up there. She's drunk eBaying like I do.
Oh, I should go to the other side, I think.
That last piece of that story has special meaning to me because in my entire career, that's the only chunk of material I've ever had that had a statute of limitations before I could comfortably tell it on stage. 3 years statute for credit card fraud. After that, fuck you.
Should I go to the...
Mother didn't want some silly gravestone. That doesn't do anything. Mother wanted me to have a voice-activated...
If I go anywhere
control
else,
R2-D2
they will cap
doll.
my base because there's no one to protect. I need to protect my team.
I'm just saying we all occupy in our own way. You occupy your fucking filthy Portland hippie selves because you hate the 1%. And you hate the banks because of their predatory lending practices against people and enslave them in a lifetime of debt. What'd you do about it? You stunk up a park for almost a year. I occupy far more efficiently. Maybe you should look to me for leadership. I hate the banks as well, as we all do. How did I fuck them? I spent 3 hours jacking up Mother's Chase Bank Visa card after she's dead up to its $10,000 limit, buying dumb shit that no one needs and sticking them with the bill because she had no estate except for that blind fucking last cat. If you want to repo that, have at it. That actually caused damage to the bank. Not sitting around with a dog with a kerchief and a cardboard sign, slapping on drums in a drum circle. The fucking Occupy movement was such a letdown because you seemed like me, angry, and we're gonna take to the streets and holy shit, around the globe people are, fuck this, we're gonna do something. And what did you do? You fucked up a park. All you fucked up in a year is some guy's day who wanted to throw a frisbee for his dog, but he couldn't because you're all camped out there. You hate the banks? Don't fuck up the park, fuck up the bank. Who's in charge of this project? Next time, me. We don't really have leadership. You needed some. You have 500 angry people in a park. Go break them up into squads of 20. You can fuck up every branch of Bank of America in a 50-mile radius. Go
That's true.
And not as anarchists either, throwing bricks through the windows. What are you, a fucking teenager? Have some ingenuity. You line up as customers at 8 o'clock in the morning. They only have 2 desks to do actual commerce other than cashing checks and shit. You clog up those 2 desks as bogus customers, sit down, cross your legs, apply for frivolous loans all day long. That's a lot of paperwork for every frivolous... Yes, I need $1 billion for an ant farm. Sharpen some pencils. That's a big stack of paperwork. I'd love some coffee. You comb your dreadlocks over to one side, put on your $3 Salvation Army suit, and you clog up all their time. Or you could deny me the right to apply for the loan, and then I sue the fuck out of you for discrimination, causing even more damage to your bottom line, rather than just sitting out there in a park getting tear gassed by cops. What does that do? What are you accomplishing? I got it on tape. Police abuse. Yeah, police abuse people. That's how it works. You're never gonna win. Yeah, well, you're gonna fight that, and eventually they'll go, it was justified. I was laying there. I'm paralyzed. I was face down in the park. They tased me. Justified. Yeah. Why aren't you the cops? That's a better idea. You had a fucking year in a park the first week of
Come
Occupy.
on.
You should have
Artie,
called
please.
everyone with no police record out, made them go apply to be police. You'd have had people that have gotten through the academy. They're in the works now. They're moles on your side. They're sitting in there in a riot helmet with a Bluetooth underneath the Star Wars helmet, calling you in the park, giving you heads ups. Hey, Kevin, you might want to put on a gas mask around 7:45 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Shane, but we're already wearing gas masks because we haven't showered in 7.5 months, and Angela's snatch is really starting to reek up the pup pen something ferocious. But keep fighting the good fight. Power to the people. Good Christ. You could have done so much with that. There's a fucking million ways you could have been clever. That's why I love like WikiLeaks and Anonymous, because they're actually in there. They're fucking with the system. They're not sitting around chanting, slapping bongos. Bradley Manning didn't get to release all that information by sitting in a drum circle. He had to get inside. That's why you should fucking read up on Scientology, and I'm serious. Scientology is brilliant. If you read this book, Inside Scientology, it's a breakdown of how that evil motherfucker created that religion in a modern time. Every other religion people believe in, you only believe in it because all your ancestry did. This guy had to create this and sell it to adults recently. Yeah, it's as stupid as any other religion, but how did he do it? How did he create this Leviathan? Read this book, Inside Scientology, and apply those evil tactics to Occupy, and you have a fucking winning recipe. You follow L. Ron Hubbard's intimidation, infiltration, harassment, blackmail, complete abuse of the legal system, where you just turn a crossed-eye stink look at Scientology and they'll sue you into poverty. You use that for good. You know what L. Ron Hubbard didn't have in his master plan for world domination? Drum circle. It doesn't do anything. You're just sitting there. No one wants to hear that. It's annoying as shit. You had enough time in a year to learn how to play real instruments. You could have had a whole New Orleans-style jazz swing band that people want to hear. Boom, 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 boom. But instead, what? I'm not against you. I appreciate the passion.
What?
I don't know how anyone who has a cause in life where they put that much time and effort into trying to change something. How do you pick one thing? How do you wake up in the morning and look at the billions of things that suck on this planet? You log into your Yahoo News and it's just countries you didn't even know were countries have problems you didn't even know existed. How do you pick one sliver of that and decide that's the one we have?
Oh, I got the
print
most
up
cool.
T-shirts and have a car wash.
Dude, we won. I don't know how.
I would be so confused. I want to make change. How do you pick something if it hasn't affected you? Oh, juvenile diabetes? Well, I don't know, but I have lots of free time during the day. I guess I should do. Oh, wait, spina bifida. And the guy's right here, and he's uncomfortable to look at. So maybe I'll go with this guy's cause. And clitoral circumcision in the third world? And that, I know that gives me a handy excuse for not finding it, but that's selfish, and I have to stop thinking about me.
Dude, I don't know how we won.
As soon as you focus on one thing, here comes Sarah McLachlan on the TV with the skinny, sad puppies and the abused in the arms of an angel. I don't know why animals always seem to trump any human cause, but they do. And now you're telling me about fucking corrective rape, which is some weird thing in South Africa, you know? Corrective rape is where they gang rape lesbians to try to cure them. And I'm behind that just to bring attention to it, because the term corrective rape is such a good comedy reference that I demand a bigger laugh when I mention corrective rape, but no one knows about it, so I want to bring attention to your cause. I just don't know how you pick. If I had any cause over the course of my career that I've bitched the most about, it's overpopulation, which is the root of most of the other problems you care about, anti-children. But I don't know where to send a check. I don't know. What do you do? The only solution that I've ever come up with, which I think is great, but no one's gotten on board, incentive-based eugenics. Eugenics was a practice of sterilizing people. Hitler got a lot of the credit for it, but it was actually done in this country long before Hitler even knew who he was mad at. We were practicing eugenics in this country. Eugenics was the practice of forced sterilization of undesirables, which sounds bad. And the way they did it was bad, because they would, first of all, the force is wrong. You don't force people to do things they don't want to do. And B, who decides who's undesirable? They were doing it in this country at the turn of the 20th century, which is the 1900s for a lot of my fans. Early 1900s, to criminals, perverts, which is way too vague, the mentally ill, mentally retarded, homosexuals, which makes perfect sense. We don't want them breeding. Little queers running all up and down like gremlins. But if you took away the force and you just made it incentive-based for people willing to sterilize themselves, offer up some white trash prizes. You know, NASCAR pit pass, meet your favorite driver. All you're gonna do is snip the sack. Really? Year supply of Sunny Delight. You want some Sunny D, don't you? All you're gonna do is putty up that front hole, lady.
You had a good push and you covered the 4 tracks, but I don't know who got the last tank, and I don't know how we won that one.
Are you telling me if I cut off my balls, I'm going?
See what I have. Like I have.
Ted Nugent.
Let me get the premium ones.
Yeah.
Got
no, sir, wait,
this,
no,
whatever the fuck it is. The Stug, the Luva, T44, Valentine, T116, T52, and it still looks shitty. T29, IS6, Super Pershing. This is the one that you get from Twitch Prime. It's basically a Tier 7 Tiger 2 armor. The Super Hellcat, T29 concept. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. This one is one of the most OP fucking tanks in the game. L60 and the Polish one. These are rentals. These don't count, but like it's not that much. It's really not that much.
Everyone works on that, and we'll get to yours.
This is a Tier 9.
I would start with starving people in a world full of food. That seems easy.
KV4, IS3, Object 257.
Lab reports and years. No, there's lots of shit.
Bulldog, Centurion. It's not that much. A meal, and I need to buy the T10, the Russian T10 again.
How dare! Oh my God! Have you heard? There was horse meat in
I just don't like grinding. I don't know. It's kind of boring.
How dare they put a more lean and nutritional meat, and now we're gonna dump it by the warehouse fulls in the garbage dumps while people are starving to death.
I have a little more battles than you and have 77 tanks with 14 vacant garage slots left. I think I sold a lot of tanks when I was getting new ones.
And the wrongly accused and the torture and the thing and the disease and Occupy is lower, and then Save the Manatees even lower than that. And eventually, hopefully in a perfect world, we get down to the bottom, which is Toys for Tots. How fucking embarrassing is it to live in a country where Toys for Tots is an actual recognized legitimate charity? God forbid little Daniel go through some bogus holiday.
Danny, what are you doing this time, dude?
Deity without Lincoln Logs. The horror. The horror. That's why they have to have Marines and bikers enforce that shit like henchmen. Because otherwise you just go, fuck you toys, there's starving people. And then some big buck fucking crew cut guy. I fucking fought for your freedom. Give me a goddamn leg up for the kid.
Yeah, I don't need garage slots. No.
Whatever.
The VK 100-01 is super fucking strong.
Audit it. Make
It's
sure
like an
so
Object
much of it is
252 with a weak
symbolism over
spot.
substance,
With a
where
fucking
people
weak spot.
think
Very
they're
important.
helping by doing nothing. Audit all the time and effort and see if you're actually affecting change, rather than just, oh, we're gonna have a 10K fun run for the cure. Come on down on Sunday. It's a 10K fun run for the cure. Why? Why? When has running ever cured anything? I don't understand the cause and effect on this. Is that how Jonas Salk cured polio? Is by speed walking around the track down at St. Mary's High School with a wife beater on and a paper number safety pinned to his back? Oh, we're doing it for the cure. How are you curing anything? Well, what I do is I get sponsors. And every time I go around the track another time, my sponsor gives me another quarter for the cure. So I gotta go as many times as I... Are your friends that sick and sadomasochistic that they wouldn't just cut you a check outright for the cure? They make you do weird shit first? Larry, you know, my daughter was born with cerebral palsy and we're trying to get a big fundraiser going. Really? Yeah. How many hard-boiled eggs will you eat? You love your kid, right?
Good snapshot.
No, they would cut you a check outright, but you're that much of a fucking megalomaniac that you have to make the cure about you. You need spotlight in this. You could just get a check, but no one's gonna fucking be... Oh, no, you know, the truth is I do this same speed walk at St. Mary's every morning at 6:30 before work with my Labrador, Sheba, trying to shed a few pounds, you know, but no one claps for me then and calls me heroic, so I'm going to do it on Sunday afternoon for the cure, and everyone's going to go, Ray, go! Yeah, you could do, but
oh, it doesn't go through.
it's a 10K
Okay.
fun run about you fucking megalomaniac. Stop it. You know you're not doing shit. You could just get the check from your friend and then actually do something that means something other than running. We're getting donations and we're petitioning City Hall for a spot in the park to make a big granite slab for the victims and the sufferers and the survivors of the thing. And then we're going to painstakingly etch each name of the people into the stone at great expense. For what? It's a fucking chunk of rock. It doesn't help. Put that time and effort and money into actually something that's calculated that actually helps. We're gonna knit a SARS quilt. It's gonna take all summer long. Because there's people with SARS and they're chilly with SARS and they need a quilt. What? We're gonna have a prayer circle. We're gonna have a candlelight vigil at midnight. Could you do less? Mathematically, ask your accountant if there's any way you could do any less than that. Well, we are raising awareness.
Boom, bitch. Boom, Leo.
Another form of doing nothing. Only now you're making me aware that the nothing that I've been doing is not up to par with the nothing that you're doing for such a noble cause. Why don't you do my nothing for your cause? We'll watch Storage Wars for the cure. And we'll both be happy in our impotence. And we'll find out what's in that safe. We all win. Raising awareness is me standing next to a drainage ditch where a guy just hit a goat with his moped on the highway. And now they're in the ditch laying in the muck with compound fractures, and the dude's got a bone sticking through his leg, and the fucking goat's got a bone sticking through his
What? 20 fucking damage, really?
And I'm raising
Fuck
awareness
this game.
by standing above them, shouting down an empty highway.
Really? 20 fucking damage.
And they're going, no, help! They're going, no. Look! It's way easier to just look. Are you aware of breast cancer? Fucking the entire month of October is
Boom,
Breast Cancer
motherfuckers.
Awareness Month. The entire country turns pink, so you can't not be aware of all your products. You go to the grocery store. Usually I buy the Progresso soup, but this month I'm going to get the one with the pink ribbon, so I know that I've done all I can to help my fellow man. I don't read the fine print that says 0.00001 cents
Kill,
of
come on.
every can up to a very minimal amount goes to, oh, it actually goes nowhere near a titty ever at all. It goes to more promotional material asking for more money and to give very dubious medical advice where a lot of titties get chopped off that didn't need to because we're an industry, not a charity anymore. I don't read that part. I just see the pink ribbon and know that I'm helping. You've destroyed the color pink. No need for that. The color, I like the color pink. You've ruined it. You see pink, that's all you can think about. I have a pink bedroom. My bedroom is pink. I can't sleep in it during October.
Should I get a fucking
Rhino
Rhymedal Boar
about his giant metastasizing titties sucking the life out of some poor woman. Why you fuck up a color? Associate it with something else that's negative. You know, traffic and weather brought to you at the top of the hour on fucking 6:20 a.m. Hey, traffic sucks again. This is brought to you by breast cancer. Now, next time you're stuck in traffic, you go, oh, wow, fuck, this sucks, but not as bad as cancer. Maybe I should try to help. Don't fuck up a color. Do you watch football? This is where it went too far with me. The National Football League participates in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. First of all, why is it Breast Cancer Awareness Month rather than Cancer Awareness Month? I assume if you cure breast cancer, that would cure ass cancer and face cancer and shit cancer. It's cancer. Because kitties sell tickets, stupid. Okay, I forget the marketing angle. Maybe you're right on that. Still, the National Football League
I think I did a lot, but
participates
it's still
with the
not
pink
enough.
gloves and just pink on the players. Where if you think football is stupid, you're right. But it's my stupid. You have your stupid. You can judge me in sports. You have your own stupid. You play World of Warcraft or you do Renaissance festivals. You fucking win Brian Doyle Murray lookalike competitions. You grow organic apples and sell them at the farmer's market. You learn how to speak Italian on the Rosetta Stone, so one day you can impress your friends by ordering in Italian at a restaurant, and the fucking waiter at Olive Garden looks at you going, I don't know what you're saying, dude. Whatever you do, football is my stupid. That's what I do for a few hours on a weekend in the fall to forget how much I hate myself. I don't want to think about breast cancer while I'm watching football to get away from this. It's hard enough to watch football as it is if you're a fan without constantly thinking about AIDS. You have to push that out of your head. Inherently, if you're a fan of the game, with the technology that they have now, you watch Monday Night Football or Super Bowl, they have cameras now that come down on cables right over the field, like right over the players' heads, almost touching them. You have 60 inches of high definition. You have a camera panning around 11 men bent up in a huddle, presenting these beautiful, thick man asses, and it's zooming in on each one, and it creates this Bangkok whorehouse scenario in your brain. You feel a little tuggle in your sweatpants. You're like, oh, what if they were behind glass in Phuket? Which one would I select for my evening's entertainment from the Cambodian guy that runs the place? And he's got an eye patch. And I go, Jing Dai, Moja! And he pulls the guy out. Number 28. I haven't even seen all the guys, and I impulse buy on 28. He's a halfback with these sinewy horse haunches leaning into me. And in my mind, before I can make a rational decision, I've already leaped over the railing at the field. I'm streaking butt naked across the field, wearing nothing but a I'm wearing an 1800s nightcap that's striped with a pom-pom. I don't know why that, but I'm wearing flip-flops because they make you run funnier. But my dick is slapping up and down against my belly. You make your dick however big you want it to be. It's your fantasy. Have your dick slapping your chest. Have your dick take a tooth out on the way to the
Okay,
huddle. It doesn't
nation.
matter. Just get to 28 and yank them out of the huddle and pin them to the ground, hold them down with one elbow, peel those. They wear these little lycra pants. They're so fucking gorgeous. And you just peel them off them. He's sweaty. They're just gonna slide off like a wet Band-Aid. Don't fuck with the jock strap. It's no obstacle to the asshole. You're wasting time. Plus, the little straps keep the ass cheek up and focused. Steam comes off his ass. Get your face in there. You huff that steam. You huff it like a gassy rag. Inhale his essence, and you peel those ass cheeks apart with your thumbnails like you're cracking a cage-free, farm-fresh egg. And you take your dick. Don't stab him with it right away. Tease him with it. Here we go. In and up. Asshole to tailbone, people. Asshole to tailbone. Watch him struggle. He knows it's gonna happen. He doesn't know when. Oh, asshole to tailbone. Pull on his face mask a bit. Twist his neck.
What the fuck
Pull on
is
his dreadlocks.
Doug doing?
And these are not Occupy Wall Street dreadlocks, by the way. This is a black dude. This is straight up racism. This is a hate crime. Because you are pretty sure that your ex-wife used to fantasize about this guy doing similar shit to her. You knew it. Oh, yeah. You want to do that to my wife, you'll never get a thicker boner than that. Angry, racist, jealousy boner. Veins are coming out of the head, and nothing makes you crazier than when you get that boner, you just jam it in him like a fat salamander, and you ride, you do that porn angle where you bend your dick down and do deep knee bends so you can look at the people. You have 55,000 people are now out of their chairs on their feet chanting for you. They love you. They're like, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. This is his home field, and they're on your side all of a sudden. Fuck that dude, yeah. They're spilling beer. You feel the rubber start to slide off of you, but you don't give a shit. This is my day. They love me. I'm gonna launch rainbows of cum into this broken motherfucker, and you do. You're not even done coming when you pull out. Your dick's just still fire hosing, swaying back and forth, getting rid of the last of the spurts. And you have an end zone celebration dance that you've worked out in the hallway mirror all season. Little old school icky shuffle thing. And you spike the ball right next to his head. He's blubbering like snot bubbles and crying. He's not even making an attempt to get up. His asshole is still dilated. He's spasming. His asshole is winking like a cyclops in a rainstorm. Trying to regain its original shape. One milky tear is dripping down the tank.
Come on, bitch, get out. Welcome back, nation.
And you float out of this perfect Sunday afternoon and this perfect daydream back into the stark reality of it's just you as some bloated post-middle-aged dude with, you got lumps of yellow gummy cum in your gut hair. And you look around, you feel immediate remorse and shame.
What the fuck is this shit?
Rubber come off inside of that guy. How irresponsible is that? Knowing what we know today, to just bareback fuck a guy. I don't know where that guy's been. I know where he's going. He's going into free agency. He's fucking 32 now. He's got shit knees. He's lucky if he's warming a bench in Jacksonville. But I don't know where he's been to just bareback fuck the dude. I could have fantasy AIDS as we speak. And I'm gonna do it again. And as you're dealing with this,
Fuck
you want
off.
to escape, you look at the TV, pink shoes, I have to think about breast cancer on top of this problem. You're ruining the integrity of the game. Breast cancer. This is what we do on Sundays to forget how much we hate ourselves. And I don't,
Fuck off.
I hope I didn't ruffle any feathers. But as an openly gay comedian, I feel a responsibility to talk
What the
about a lot
fuck,
of
Lorraine?
issues that, what are you gonna test me? You don't know if I'm lying. I can be as gay as I want to be up here. Fuck you. What, are you gonna strap me to a chair and blow loads in my face to see if I'm fibbing when I say I love it? I'm gay if it needs to be. I'm gay, I'm fucking gay. And you should be gay as I come out of the closet all the time. It's something fun for me. Do it all the time. I'm not saying lie to your friends and family or lead a fake life, but if you're just in some bullshit social situation around people you don't know, if you can drop the errant I'm gay in a conversation, not revelatory like, I have to tell you, just drop it as an aside. Is it just you and your girlfriend for breakfast? Oh, that's not my girlfriend, I'm gay.
Dude,
but
I
just
hate
two of us
grinding. This
at a
game is too
buffet, or
grindy
can
for
I
me,
order off the
dude.
menu?
I hate it so
If
much.
everyone
I
was
hate
just
it so
someone,
much,
I guess
dude.
they're just gay.
The grind.
Because here's the thing. I love
I
homosexuality.
want to play some League, but currently everyone's asleep because
but I hate
it's
fagginess because it's
6 in the morning for me, dude.
the whole la, 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 la,
Where are you from,
shiny.
Nation, by the
You
way?
don't have to do that. It's the same. I have nothing against Jewish people. I hate
Oh, did you?
Jewiness and the clamming. I just get all my allergic. It's just like that. Personally, that's unpleasing. I hate anyone who leads with their sexuality, homo or hetero. If I know your sexuality in the first 30 seconds of meeting you, you're fucking annoying. Heteros are the same way. If you have naked lady mud flaps, or you go, oh, after your show you want to go to Hooters, or you just watch the game for the cheerleaders, just go into a basement and jerk off, you fucking teenager, 13-year-old. and then come
Florida
back
USA.
home
It's
and have a
12-12.
regular
Ooh, someone is
conversation.
thinking about you if you saw
That's why I
12-12.
like to come out of the closet as just a normal dude. A guy on the plane going, yeah, I remember when stewardesses used to be hot. Now they're all fat. And you go, yeah, I'm right with you, buddy. I fucking thank Christ I'm queer, because they are fat as shit. But just because maybe somewhere around you, when
True.
you just drop a normal I'm gay in a conversation, there is an adolescent kid
Exactly.
who's just coming to terms with the fact that he's gay and he's fucking terrified.
Exactly.
Not only just being
Hi,
gay, maybe
Rexy.
he thinks he
What's
has
up,
to
Rexy?
jump out of the cake and ride a fucking float, assless chaps, ice-capades gay. And he hears you say it just like a normal dude, I'm gay, and he goes, oh, I can do that. I can be just regular Anderson Cooper, Todd Glass, Joel Osteen, faggot, and you give him courage.
How is Lich? Lich is doing amazing. The coffee's doing wonders for my mood.
Now, for gay marriage, and I hope you get it.
I did some work done. I soldered some cables, and I fixed my headphones. I soldered the cables for the headphones. I cut it up and made. But I totally made it from different things. Like, no, let me show you this shit. Let me show you this.
So
shit.
you need it for that, but don't if you don't have to. It's kind of like the civil rights movement, where black people had to fight for the right to eat at the same lunch counter. Once you won that right, I hope you didn't. The guy's a fucking racist. Why would you support his business unless you're just trying to fuck with him and show up just because he doesn't want you, which I understand, and maybe that's where you started not tipping.
Look.
If so, every tradition has to
Look
start
at this shit.
somewhere. Let's just hope it was for a good cause. Have a great night. Portland, it was nice to be back. I'll see you soon.
Like,
Have a good
it's
night.
a totally different fucking thing. It's literally a totally different fucking thing.
So do you mind just coming back down the stairs? Yeah.
I told him I would.
Oh, great. Sorry.
Would you have another camera?
No, that's it. You said one camera.
I want them to come back up too.
Do you want them to follow you?
What?
Do you
You
want
just
them to-
asked me to come back down the stairs.
Yeah, do you want them to
so
follow you? Do you want to just
no, that's fine.
I'm a man's man. This is a man's world. No, I like literally I like that I made this like mic stand and I like fix my shit. I kind of hate asking people to do shit, and that's how I get everything done. Like, just learn it yourself. I know a lot of people who do that shit. Please, please give me some. Is there no one here? Really? Is there really no one here? Or I can't see. Probably I can't see. Oof. I think I can't see shit. No, no, don't hit me, bitch. Fuck you. But he doesn't know I'm coming back for his little ass. I'm coming back for your little ass, boy. I'm coming back for your little ass. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Fuck me. Oh my god. I have ruined. Ah, fuck. I can't hit an ass if they paid me. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on. Really? Did you do that? Really? I can just go and shoot you in your fucking pie hole, you fucking animal. Lich, I swear to fucking god. Just farm. Just farm the damage. Just farm the fucking damage. Please, come on. Acrobat fucking haze. I hope he's not behind me. No, let's see. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's in front of me, okay. What have you been doing, Lexi? How are you doing? Fuck, I'm so stupid. I need to defend. I swear to fucking god, if someone shoots my ass one more time. Oh, I swear to fucking god, dude. Reload, please. Reload that load, bro. Yeah, I know. Just needed to go back. Okay. Ooh, Oni, eh? Can I see that booty or not? Ooh. Oh, fuck. Is there a rock here? I hope there's a rock here. Yes, there is. Cool. Oh, I need to go forward, eh? Are we gonna lose this shit? I didn't do shit this game. Really? Really? Boom, bitch. Of course you hit me, asshole. Oh, fuck. You can't penetrate me, bro. There's no damage left in that soul to penetrate this hard ass. I swear to fucking God, don't one-shot me, bitch. Don't one-shot, dude. You're trash. Haha! I fucked you in the ass. Did you enjoy it, sir? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Bro? Gonna hit my cannon, dude. Oh. There's no more cannon shots, like putting your cannon in another person's cannon. It sounds super fucking gay. But yeah. Been busy with the boys. How are you doing? How are you doing during this crisis? Still on the job, or is it forbidden? I added so little. Fuck. I swear to fucking God, it is so hard to grind this shit. Oof. Rexy, did you show me this or someone else?
Following James in the Tahoe mud. Stick around and tell us all the tale. Well, he fell in love with a Gun Street girl. And now he's dancing in the Birmingham jail. Dancing in the Birmingham jail. He took $100 off a slaughterhouse Joe. Bought a brand new Michigan 20 gauge. You got all liquored up on that roadhouse corn. Blew the hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette. A hole in the hood of a yellow Corvette. He bought a second-hand Nova from a Cuban Chinese and dyed his hair in the bathroom of a Texaco. With a pawn shop radio, 4:15. He left Waukegan at the slamming of the door. Left Waukegan at the slamming of the door. I said, John, John, he's long gone. Gone to Indiana, he never come home. I said, John, John, he's long gone. Gone to Indiana, he never coming home. They're sitting in a sycamore in St. John's Wood, soaking day old bread and kerosene. But he was blue as a robin's egg and brown as a hog. He said out of circulation till the dogs get tired. Out of circulation till the dogs get tired. The shadow fixed taller with an old trombone. He never get up in the morning on a Saturday. Sitting by the Erie with a bullwhip dog. Telling everyone it's all he went that away, boys. Telling everyone it's all he went that away. Now the rain like gravel on an old tin roof. Burlington Northern pulling out of the world. Now a head full of bourbon and a dream in the straw.